when game one happened. You didn't believe it then. Why I'm starting to sound like a preacher, I don't know. But it told me, Kerry Rhodes.
Yes.
And yet and behold, the Knicks win. Jalen Brunson's MVP. Mike Brown shut up all his haters.
Yep.
The Spurs, sick. They didn't want to dap anybody up. I don't even know what Wemby said the last sentence. He said, and I'll see you guys never or something. I'm going to get on something. What did he say, Kerry? I don't even know.
I'll see you guys again. Never.
Yeah. I don't even know what that meant.
I don't know. I don't think he knows either.
Trying to be the villain. We're going to talk about that more in a little bit. We got a lot to get to, folks. Okay, it is a Magic City Monday. You know we got all NBA topics for you today. Lots of different angles to cover the NBA Finals, where the Knicks got it done on Saturday night. New York is on fire, your former home.
Yeah.
So I'm going to definitely get your opinion on just the feel and the vibe of that here in just a minute. We got, of course, a big show for you today. Lots to get to. 877-99 on Fox. As Rob likes to say, we, of course, are a show of the people. We like to hear from you as well. So get that number handy, 877-99 on Fox. And by the way, be ready, of course, to check us out on YouTube. You can see us right now. We're streaming live on YouTube. Shout out to Elijah, who's got us all looking good up there. All you got to do is search The Odd Couple FSR. Go search The Odd Couple FSR. You'll find us there. Stay locked in, comment, share, rate it, all that good stuff. Greatly appreciate it. So go there on YouTube. All right, let's welcome in the Odd Couple crew. Couldn't do this show without him. Rob G, producer extraordinaire.
Blood Mexican is.
That's right.
Oh, my goodness.
He's excited, too, just like you. Rob G, I don't know if you know this about Rob G, because he's a producer extraordinaire.
Yeah.
He's really a hoop guy.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, so
Yes,
Rob G, so me, you, this is a hoop pod right now.
Yes, it is.
Alex is low-key a hoop pod. Alex,
Alex,
of course,
you're a hidden talent.
on the ones and twos.
I'd say I'm the soccer guy.
You are a soccer. Well, do your soccer thing real quick.
Oh, you want me to do that for you?
Warm it up. We'll get it for later. We got some soccer stuff we got to hit later. Get that ready. He sounds like he is an analyst, play-by-play guy for the World Cup. It's been amazing to see. And, of course, we have Steve DeSager. Hey, Steve. Going to be getting us updated throughout the day. Appreciate that. And Elijah.
Never heard of him.
No, Elijah.
Never heard of him.
Elijah on the social media. That's right.
I can't see him.
Stop.
Oh, here we go
soccer.
again.
Look at me. I can't even see Elijah. I can't even see him. It's soccer. It's just out of line.
Oh, my goodness.
Don't you feel HR when you hear that? I'm like, oh, man.
Yeah.
Thank God we don't have HR anymore, which is why all the shenanigans happen.
We're dot over feather. It's okay.
Yeah, the only HR we have in here.
No, I didn't say that. Hey, let's clear that. Who said that?
That wasn't me.
Kerry Rhodes.
Look, I ain't gonna snitch, but it wasn't me. It's like a half snitch. I ain't doing it.
Exactly.
You ain't doing it, but I'm just saying.
Exactly.
The only HR we have is Iowa Sam in here.
Yeah, he's back there.
Yeah, HR right there. You watch it around. Hey, give me them headphones. Hey, put that over there. Put your cup on there. Put your cup on the coaster. Make sure you put that over there. All right, we got a lot to get to. Let's waste no time. Kerry, I want to start here. First and foremost, quickly set up what it would feel like in New York. Obviously, I'm assuming you weren't there. I didn't miss anything, right?
No, I wasn't there.
So you weren't there, but you spent all those years playing with the Jets. You know that was home for a while. What would it feel like just to be there, the atmosphere, and how the Knick fandom, how much it means out there before I go into my diatribe?
Yeah, the fandom is a funny thing, right? Obviously, when I was there, the years were a little lean. Even then, like the Garden was still the Garden.
Yep.
Like I would have my courtside seats there playing. Just watch.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, no, I did. I'm setting
Okay.
it. Let me set it.
Okay.
I would be there, and I would find those seats to be a little bit easier is what I'm trying to get to, right? And so, like, you're sitting there. I'm bringing random teammates to the game and watching the game, enjoying it. In the years when they got better, Carmelo came, and it started to pick up a little bit more intensity, a little bit more fervor towards what they could achieve. Those seats were a little bit harder to come by. That's what I'm getting to that, right?
Yeah.
So the build up from all of that, obviously the Knicks from the 90s, we know they had good teams, but never get over the hump. And so you could feel that energy brewing, right? It's almost like it's like a tea kettle.
Yep. Well,
it's on the stove, right? You could see it bubbling. You could see it bubbling the last couple of years with Jalen Brunson in this iteration of the Knicks, right?
Yep.
They're getting playoff success. You're starting to feel like you're seeing more and more people in the stands. You're seeing the Ben Stillers come out a little more, and the Larry Davids, and you're seeing those guys out there in the building, and in the city though. Like, those guys have been starving for this. And when I say starving, my phone now, I haven't been there.
Right.
All my New York people are still here.
Right.
Kelvin, my phone has been off the charts.
I know it has.
So, like, just seeing people walk around the city, all the Knicks jerseys, orange and blue skies, that's all they talk about.
Yep.
Like, this thing is a real thing. And so to see it get to this point and to see them have this moment, I know I've been seeing people talking about it's starting to get a little bit too much, the fandom, but let them have this. Let them have this moment. It is well-deserved. This team is one of the most likable teams I've ever seen. And for it to be in New York, the Mecca, it's a big deal. It's a big deal. I just hope everybody stays safe out there.
Well, most people will. It's too many people to say everybody. You know what I mean? Like, and I start to see the numbers. You know, obviously, I'm a news anchor in Spectrum News 1 in the mornings out here in L.A. Yeah. And I had to read some of the numbers, and I'm like, numbers showing this from the perennial. I was like, that ain't that bad, actually. Seriously, given what you see, the size of the metropolitan area, it's like, all right, 63 arrests, it could have been worse.
Yes.
Because it's crazy out there. Now we have the parade coming up on Thursday.
Now I'm scared of that one.
We'll see. The vibes will be high again. But I want to go here because I asked you to set that up for a reason.
Yeah.
Everything you just mentioned, as somebody who was there, somebody who has friends and family still there, and just a city you still love and adore, and a city that means so much to America as a whole, right?
Yes.
It's Ellis Island. It's where a lot of people came. Some of us were taken. It's a story for another day. But point is, New York is New York.
Yes.
What it means to this country, the number one market, the biggest city, biggest metropolitan area. It means so much. People like to call it basketball Mecca. And I love the way Kenny Smith broke it down on the broadcast. He said the reason it matters so much to us basketball, and it makes sense, right? Other places, if you're from the South, I'm from Midwest. There's space, football, baseball fields, basketball courts, this, that, and the other, just for ice hockey in the woods and this, that. Basketball is everything. All right, all we got, it ain't even really going to be 94 feet. We can give you, a 64 feet, but it'll be a basketball court. Put it up. Maybe it's just a half court on this block, a half court on that block. But the point is, basketball is something you can put some courts up. Kids can do something. Guys can play, and that can be a part of the city. And it became part of the city for decades and maybe the last century or so. I say that to say, I believe this Knicks story, this Knicks run, saved the NBA. And I don't mean to save as if it was going to fly or go away, but sometimes in life you start to see a downward spiral, a downward trend, right? You can start to see where something's happening, something negative, something's falling off the cliff a little bit. And I believe the NBA was starting to go through some of that. And you see it. The baseball went through it before. Yeah. Hockey's gone through it. They're trying to bounce back, but they went through it. We used to be much bigger, and boxing is definitely going through it, so on and so forth. And, Kerry, I believe that. And this Knicks run was key for a few things. You got the biggest city in America, the most fervent fan base, hungry, 53 years. To be New York, everybody wants to be a Knick. Well, they hadn't won. Right. And they didn't draw all the big names like you thought they would over there. Every time a free agent is available, where is he going? New York. Either LeBron's going to be in New York, KD's going to be a Knick, Giannis going to be a Knick. You name him's going to be a Knick, and it doesn't happen. And you have this team that's blood hungry and bloodthirsty for something, and they finally got it, and they win. And so many other things happen. The NBA has been going through All-Star game is terrible. What's the number one story probably, right? Tanking. Tanking. 8 teams, 55. First time 8 teams that lost 55 games or more. You have the tanking. You have the gambling.
Yes.
Big, huge storyline. Gambling this, gambling that. And the NBA have been taking 2 pieces and a biscuit and having black eyes. And to have where most people were excited one way or the other. The young phenom is here. And Wemby. And he's not in the future. He's now is what people were saying. A lot of people I'll probably say 7 out of 10 pick the Spurs to win, right? All the Spurs, man, they already beat the Oklahoma City Thunder. Speaking of the Thunder, what was the big storyline? The flopping, the falling, the unethical basketball. Yeah. Had they played the Cavs in a meh kind of a finals and unethical, and we'd have been complaining about flopping, that would have been the storyline. But instead, it's the high caliber of basketball we got from these two teams. Instead, it's the little man finally got it done. Maybe little men can win NBA finals again. Yeah. It's the team that was put together with no real superstar. Jalen Brunson was a free agent signing. Now some people are like, really? That's the Knicks?
Some people
got it done. Yeah. It's Mike Brown exercising those demons. It's the city that never sleeps finally getting one. And I just think it was so huge. And even if you can hate the Knicks. I've seen so many Philly fans say, man, I hate the Knicks, or Celtics fans. Yeah. I can't lie. This is kind of dope to see.
Yes, that's true.
And so I just think this series in and of itself, where you had a team that was blowing everybody out throughout the playoffs in the Knicks, plus 24 most in their average win, then coming back in every game being down double digits, finding a way to win. Theatrics, we got the OG Anunoby tip in. We got Brunson going crazy, 45 points and 30 points the game before in game 4, and just finding ways to win. To me, this makes it about basketball, about some storylines. How does Wemby bounce back? Jalen Brunson, can he now become that guy of the NBA? Is he the best guard in the East? Maybe now. So, and you start to have these other conversations. I think this series was huge. I think the Knicks specifically in that storyline, Spike Lee, the celebrities finally get it, kind of saved where the narrative could have gone for the NBA.
But think about this, Kelvin. Everything you said, perfect. I love it. The partner in this was just as enticing and exciting because the Spurs got there early.
Yeah.
Nobody expected them to get to this point this early. And so even that story, you talk about the alien, you talk about these young, hungry crop of guys that when you watch them play, they don't play like they're young guys until it matters. And so you get to see that, and you get to see where the NBA is trending. And then you hear experts and you hear people talking about this team's going to be around for a while. Now, that's always up for debate because things happen. And so you can't just say 100%. That. But the fact that that's a conversation, you got the alien, you got Jalen Brunson, you got Mike Brown coming to take over a group of guys that couldn't get over that mountaintop with the previous head coach, and then he gets there. You have, even on a smaller scale, you have Jose Alvarado going back to New York. Like all these little sub-stories and subplots that happen, man. It was just, I was enthralled.
Can I offer you another one, too? Yeah. And Rob G, I think you'll feel me on this. Everybody kept saying, I said it early on, too, because I still believe, I was a firm believer. I think Rob G was me. If Jalen Williams, J-Dub, not the other Jalen Williams, were to be healthy, I think the Thunder win. And obviously, if you get to the series, then we have to see what happens against the Knicks. But I thought they would beat the Spurs.
Yeah.
But we all concluded, the Western Conference got it on lock.
And see, I didn't. But go ahead.
And I mean more than majority.
Okay. Yeah. Yep.
If Tyrese Halliburton doesn't tear his Achilles, that might be 3 straight, right? Celtics, Pacers, Knicks.
Yeah.
Of where, hold on now.
Yeah.
Everybody just keeps crowning, and don't forget, a couple behind that would have been the Bucks. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So my point is, the Eastern Conference definitely is the leastern as far as depth.
Yeah.
But to me, it's like, all right, now we keep just assuming the West is just going to win this thing so easily.
Yeah.
And the Eastern Conference keeps popping up saying, we might not be as deep, but our best is best in your best, or at least right there. Again, Tyrese Halliburton, Game 7, balling out until he tears it. Could have been, you get what I'm saying? So that's another thing I watched. Like, oh, wow, like we keep just assuming, it's easy, give it to Thunder, give it to the Spurs, it's a wrap. You never know.
The only rebuttal I will have to that is I agree with what you're saying. And the East, it's a little bit top heavy, right? Even in the last couple of years. I mean, it was the Celtics, the Knicks, and But I'm going to say this though. The West beats each other up so much. So going into that final, it's always going to be hard for that team coming out of there. Just in my opinion. You think about it. OKC, San Antonio, they go 7.
You sound like a Western Conference guy right now.
I'm a Dallas.
I know.
But I'm just saying, like, the top can compete with the West. There's no doubt about that. So I'm not taking anything away from the Knicks. But you play 7 games against OKC and San Antonio, you're going to be beat up.
It is the battle, like a lot of people would say when you say Kobe Bryant had to go through, the Mavericks, then the Spurs, and then some other teams, young Blazers or the good Kings to get to the final. So a lot of people will say that. All right, 877-99 on Fox. Take your calls. The Knicks, did they save? I'm not saying the NBA was about to be damned forever, but the fact is that the Knicks saved the storylines. Did they make basketball joyous again? Did this series, including the Spurs as well, the young team that got there and the alien and phenom of Wemby, did it save kind of the way we talked about the NBA the last 6 months to a year or two? Yeah. And I believe so. I think you're on board as well, but maybe you think we're wrong. Maybe you agree with us. 877-99 on Fox. Let's get to it. It is the Odd Couple on a Magic City Monday. We want to hear from you. Carrie's in for Rob, Kelvin Washington on this Magic City Monday. Stick with your boys. Fox Sports Radio. Before we get there, Carrie, we got to tell them about M Drive, which is something, don't look like you really need no M Drive, Alex. But break it down. Tell them about some M Drive.
Yeah, so, Kelvin, we got M Drive. First came to me. Look, I'll be honest. I've never heard of it.
Yeah, neither did I. That's all. But listen, I started to pay attention to my body, what was going on. And, of course, I wasn't happy with what I was seeing.
Same. After 40, energy drops, weight won't move, the gym stops giving back what you put in,
And you notice, Carrie, after a while, you start thinking, like, is it me?
It's not. It's testosterone. It declines after 40, and it takes everything with it.
So M-Drive, of course, is built exactly for what we're talking about. You take 2 capsules every morning, or you take the powder form, which is what Alex is great. He makes us these great smoothies with it, off the chain. Clinically tested ingredients that support healthy testosterone, energy, and, important one, metabolism.
Look, but here's what got me, though. I mean, a scientist named Gary Kehoe built this thing almost 20 years ago for himself after feeling the same change, Kelvin.
And I already know you're still working on your health even outside the game. I'm working on mine as well. M-Drive is a part of that.
Look, over 1 million men use it. So.
60-day money-back guarantee, Kerry.
Look, we're in the middle of this, and so far,
definitely working, right?
Look, mdriveformen.com, code couple, 20% off your first order.
So go check it out. You can go to mdriveformen.com.
M-Drive for men who still show up.
For sure.
But Rob G, the Knicks have been impressive. Like since they lost those 2 games to the Hawks, it's been full steam ahead.
Oh, it goes way before that, Rob Parker. Since January 20th, the Knicks have the best net rating in basketball. But more specifically, during this 11-game stretch, the New York Knicks are the greatest team in NBA history, at least statistically. All right. They've won 11 straight. They've outscored their opponents in the playoffs by a total of 262 points, the highest point differential across 11 games during any point in NBA history, regular, preseason, postseason, summer pickup games, you name it. The New York Knicks are dominating in ways we have never seen. Their point differential through the first 14 games, including those losses they had there against Atlanta, the highest in NBA playoff history, 34 points better than what some call the greatest team ever, the 2017 Warriors, Steph and KD. Each of the other 7 teams below New York in terms of point differential, those Warriors, 87 Lakers, 71 Bucks, 96 Bulls, 86 Celtics, 01 Lakers, 16 Cavs, all won the championship that season. The Knicks are currently tied for the most 25-plus point wins in the playoff and the most 30-plus point wins in one playoff. And they still have one more round to go. Guys, by all accounts, these New York Knicks are for real.
They are for real, Rob. They ain't historically real. That's what the conversation is. They are a really good team. I give them credit. They found their way. Mike Brown has kind of changed this offense, and obviously they've been through the fire the last couple of seasons together. And some of the players, 3 of them, have literally won championships in college together. So they have that camaraderie. They have that thing. So I'll give them credit. I expect them to compete well into the NBA Finals. However, we're talking about historic. That they are not, in my opinion. I know the analytics would say that, and I'm sure Kenny Atkinson would say we lost to a historically, analytically great team of all time. And what we're going to do, we were analytically better than the best team of all time. But no, I look at some of these teams. You mentioned some of them. 2000, 2001 Lakers, that team was insane. 15-1. Shaq and Kobe in their prime. Kobe obviously would continue to grow. He was still young. But, I mean, they 11-0 in that Western Conference Finals. And if Allen Iverson doesn't step over Tyronn Lue, they might have won 16-0. So that I look at a team like that when I think of dominance. And partly also, Rob, I think the issue with this Knicks team is you sometimes kind of have to have the foes, right? Like if you were beating up on some really good teams.
Context matters.
Then if they beat, let's say they beat the number 1 seed in the Pistons, then they beat I'm trying to think of another team, something like the 08 Celtics or something, or Tatum.
Right, with Tatum on the team.
And he wasn't injured, just kind of rolling through these teams. You're like, man, they were smacking up some really good teams. That I think is hurting them, is that they didn't have very good foes that you can say, man, they blew through them, and them. Then you can kind of go, man, I'm telling you, that team was crazy good. So I think they're being – that part holds them back, not having a foe that we can point our hat and tip our cap and say that was a real foe. So I think that adds to an element. And also, too, they kind of don't have an identity, which is a good thing for them in the sense of the way they play. It reminds me of that 04 Pistons team where they were defensive, but they just had a bunch of guys who played together. They play hard.
Going to work.
They were just going to work. Put on the hard hat, going to work. And I think the Knicks are kind of like that, where you're like, Jalen Brunson is definitely a star, but you're like, hey, OG, okay, and Josh Hart, okay, and Mitchell Robinson, okay, and Shamet, obviously Karl-Anthony Towns, they kind of just the glue together. They work hard together. Mikal Bridges. So you don't look at them as like Shaq and Kobe or KD, Steph, Clay. They're kind of just a bunch of dudes. The pieces fit. They work together. And maybe that's hurting them for me giving it to him, Rob, as one of the all-time great teams.
Those stats can be deceiving. I think there's always a context to it, and it's not their fault. We've said this about other teams, right? They're the easiest path to the finals. It happens sometimes. Things line up for you, and it's it happens, and it makes it easier to get there. Now, they could easily go there for all that they've done, lose in the finals, and then people say, oh, they had a nice run. And not that they're historically one of the greatest teams ever. Like, seriously, none of that stuff those numbers, Rob G, you talk about will matter if they don't win. Like that, if they win and be the West team and continue to play like
that would be remarkable.
That would be remarkable because even what they like most of these games they're shooting like 60% from the field. Like it's everybody, no matter who puts up a shot. I was watching yesterday. I just could not get over every shot went in.
I mean, they made Shamet look like he was the return of John Starks in that thing.
I mean, just and he's a good player, but there were times when he couldn't make his shots when he was with the Nets, right? Now all of a sudden he can't miss. I need baby oil and maybe cigarettes.
No, he didn't. They lost, Alex. Spurs lost.
I was wrong.
Wait, Rob G, where does Rob look at me pocket watching? Does he what's his name again? New York. What's his name again?
Monaco?
Yeah.
No, he never did it. He was scared to do it.
Scared to do what?
Then he lost the bet that the Knicks would make the finals to Monaco out in New York, MSG. Yeah. And then Monaco came and he was like, say it with your chest, Rob, then what, homie?
Ooh.
What, homie?
Okay.
And then Rob was supposed to bet again, double or nothing. And I don't even know what he didn't say no, but he didn't say yes. What did he say?
I'll give you an answer before game one, and then never said anything.
Here we are. Knicks win later. So, I don't know what he ended up doing. But point is, we ain't got our wings yet because Monaco said we can have them. So Rob's supposed to get us 100 wings. And Rob G was going to divvy them up.
Bro, he has not paid off a single bet that he's lost. But if he wins a bet, he'll be hounding you the next day.
He did give me my wings early in the year, so I'll give him that. But he ain't gave you your song yet. He hasn't given Monaco his 100 wings yet, so he got to get it together. Yeah, Kerry Rhodes in for Rob, couple to Magic City Monday. By the way, after 40, the energy drops, the weight hangs on, and you start wondering where the old you went. M-Drive, they're built for that. Support healthy testosterone, energy, and metabolism. Don't ignore the change. Go to mdriveformen.com. All right, Kerry, let's take some calls on this. Whole point was I just thought this series as a whole, but specifically even the Knicks win was a feel-good, feel-joy story for the NBA. They needed it. Jalen Brunson, the little man that could, David Goliath, even Goliath being a part of it, just all of this. You agree. They just made for a league that was getting a lot of bad press for quite some time.
100%.
877-99 on Fox. Let's take some calls.
Let's see what we got. We got Peter in Honolulu. You on with the odd couple, man. How are you?
Hey, guys. What's up?
What's up, Pete?
Where's Rob Parker today? Did Rob Parker mail it in? Because everyone knows it's not Wemby. Everyone knows it's not Wemby.
I was wrong.
No, Alex, who's saying that? You know he ain't going to play that. You're right, but he ain't here. But what you got for us?
So maybe this will change, not save basketball, but not save the NBA, but save basketball. Because if Wemby had a low post game, like I said last week, the Knicks would be in trouble. And the 7-footers should not be shooting three-pointers. Because they can shoot three-pointers doesn't mean that they should. And it shows that a mid-range game works. Because how many three-pointers did Jalen Brunson make? He didn't shoot 23 pointers.
That's a good point. Yeah.
He got his spots. He hit his shots. And they said, Charles Barkley said it, that he's got the Kobe and the Jordan mentality. May not have the height or the skill level of Kobe and Jordan, but damn sure if he didn't play like that.
No, without a doubt.
Brunson,
thank you for the call. Well, we appreciate it. He's right though. He got his spots.
Yeah.
And listen, did anybody watching those games when you knew it was in striking distance, plus or minus 10, 12 points, you were like, no, they're gonna win.
It's over.
And that was the difference to my point when you weren't here, but Rob and I would argue. I would tell him the Spurs are incredibly talented.
Yes.
I think they jumped the line a little too quickly, and they have to go through. The NBA makes you get your bumps and bruises, period. And the Spurs would just be the no postseason championship. Like, whoa, where'd that come from? And the NBA does this to you. I don't know what it is. It's just the way it works. You kind of got to go through. It's a long season, and you got to find and learn your spots. Jalen Brunson definitely knew where his was. Who's next?
100%. Who we got? We got Tony in D.C. You're on with the Odd Couple, man. How are you?
That's what's good. I will say this, that I don't think it saved the league, but I believe it signified a turning of the page to we're on to our next era with Wemby, Brunson, SGA, Joker still in his prime. I don't know, curious about Giannis. But one thing I give Jalen Brunson credit for was he waited that game to see what teammates he could get going, and then he made up his mind, okay, it's not going, I got to do this. And that's what the superstars do. I thought he was a star before this, but after that game, he's entered that superstar frame. And right now, he's the man. He's the best point guard in the East, maybe in the game, but he's the man right now.
Hey, I'll tell you what, thank you for the call. I was going to bring that up, and we'll do it. We got a lot of stuff to talk about. I think you're in tomorrow too, right?
Yeah.
So we have Rob G and I were talking. There's a lot of conversations to be had. He just threw out one I offered, Rob G, of like, is he the best? Maybe you heard me say it earlier. Is he the best point guard?
Yeah.
Is he the best guard in the East? I mean, there's a couple other guards who will say, hey. Donovan Mitchell will maybe want to say something. Kay Cunningham would want to say something. You know, there's a handful of them that might say, don't, whoa.
Yeah.
Jaylen Brown. I don't know. He's kind of a 2-3, but you get the point.
Yeah.
Tyrese Maxey might want to say something, you know. But the point is, he has put the league on notice. And I like that call we just got there where he said the shifting of a guard. It's SGA's league now. Jalen Brunson in the middle of his prime. Joker still, you know, and obviously Wemby kind of saying, hey, y'all.
Really quick, right now. So even just to touch on that a little bit, of those three guards you said right there, you said Tyrese Maxey, Cade Cunningham, and you said Donovan Mitchell.
Mm-hmm.
If you put either one of those three in Jalen Brunson's spot, do they win this?
Cade.
That's the only one. And that's the only one I would think in my mind as well. But I'm not sure
he
yet.
He has that same clutch, get it done.
Yeah.
And he's gone through his bumps and his bruises. You know what I mean? That's just me, and I'm not trying to be biased as a Piston fan. I just think he's naturally more talented than Jalen Brunson. Just he's bigger, stronger, faster, can jump higher.
Yeah.
But he also has that killer get it done. You know, so I think that would be the guy in my opinion. But we got some conversation. There's a bunch to be had in this, and thank you for the call.
Yeah.
We're going to continue this conversation with Jared Weiss in a moment. Covers the Spurs in the NBA as a whole for the Athletic. We'll get to him in just a moment. Right now, he is Steve DeSager, color coordinating with his shirt and his headphones over there.
Hello, gentlemen. We got a doubleheader on FS1 of World Cup games tonight, and right now from Miami, they're in the 66 minutes. Saudi Arabia is still leading Uruguay 1-0 on a goal in the 41st minute, so just before halftime. And later in Los Angeles, 9 p.m. Eastern Time, it'll be Iran against New Zealand. Earlier, Belgium tied Egypt in Seattle 1-1 on a goal in the 66th minute. Spain, the defending European champions, ranked number 2 in the world, somehow played a scoreless tie against Cape Verde in Atlanta, a country that is off the coast of West Africa. Cape Verde, with a population of about 500,000, roughly the population of Fresno, California. 4 games on Tuesday. The first 3 will be on Fox TV, starting with France against Senegal tomorrow, 3 p.m. Eastern Time. The Americans next play Friday in Seattle, a day game against Australia. American star Christian Pulisic practiced on the side in Southern California today due to his calf injury. He only played the first half of the opener. By the way, the TV ratings for the Americans' opening win were enormous, nearly 16 million on Fox TV, plus almost 9 million on Telemundo in the U.S. to Major League Baseball. Games are underway for the evening. The Phillies, with Zach Wheeler on the mound, lead 3-1 bottom of the third against the Marlins. Nationals at home have taken a 2-0 lead on Kansas City, top of the fourth inning. The Reds have just homered, Eugenio Suarez with a 2-run shot, so it's Cincinnati 3-0 over the Mets in the bottom of the first. As for Cincinnati, star shortstop Ellie De La Cruz could start minor league rehab this weekend. He's had a bad hamstring. Padres closer Mason Miller is on bereavement leave. His ERA is 0.90 this year. Padres are at the St. Louis Cardinals in about 15 minutes. And at 8 p.m. Eastern, Texas will host Minnesota. Rangers shortstop Corey Seager was placed on the 7-day concussion IL. He's been out since a collision at home plate on Thursday. The Chicago Bulls are reportedly hiring Thiago Splitter as their new head coach. He was the interim coach in Portland. The IndyCar schedule resumes Sunday on Fox TV from Road America in Wisconsin. Back to you.
All right, Steve, thank you. Odd couple. Kerry Rose in for Rob. Kelvin Washington on a Magic City Monday. And it's Kelvin Washington, as I mentioned, of course, and we need to talk. Stop overpaying for gas. Check this out, Kerry. Gas Buddy is going to help you find the lowest prices right around the corner. Plus, earn points for an extra 10 cents off a gallon. All you got to do, download the free Gas Buddy app today. Choose your road for savings. Gas is crazy. We got a bunch of listeners around the country, even people listening around the world. For all of us who live in Southern California, my gosh. Gas has to relax. Gas has to relax. Yeah. Alex, see if we can get that Gas Buddy. See if we can get some money off on that. All right, let's get to Jared Weiss, covers the Spurs and the NBA as a whole for The Athletic. Jared, man, welcome on in the show. Kerry's here for Rob, Kelvin Washington with you. Let's jump straight onto this quickly before we get into the specifics. How big was it for the NBA? You cover the league, just to kind of have a great storyline for once. A story of the Knicks, the underdogs, and the little underdog in Jalen Brunson, and they win 53 years, the biggest city in our country, the basketball mecca. And even having the Spurs, right, this team with the storylines, the young guys coming, Wemby. And how great was this series, and specifically for the league?
It was monumental. I mean, this was the highest-rated finals since MJ in '98.
Wow.
It was, and that's not even including the fact that the ratings that we hear about are just for America. It doesn't include the fact that basketball has exploded all over the world.
Right.
So this was probably, I would guess, the most watched NBA finals ever, I would assume, or certainly high up there. And so it was proof that because the ratings have been a huge topic for a while now, I think this was proof that the NBA just needed a moment that would galvanize casual fans, would bring in people that don't usually watch. And I think the combination of the entire New York diaspora in the city was watching, and people wanted to see Wemby. And that combination was incredible, and the outcome was amazing. I say this as someone who's covering San Antonio, and as someone who thinks San Antonio will probably get back to the finals very soon, and will probably have a lot of shots at this. Having the Knicks win that championship was like a magical moment for America. I mean, just look at the celebrations. It was absolutely incredible. So this finals was really everything that they wanted, from the Knicks getting their chance to finally shine and get their redemption and to bring the city of New York back into loving sports again. And then for the Spurs and Wemby in particular to have this huge mountain that they have to climb, to have this hurdle they have to overcome, it's going to make their story over the long term even more rich when they eventually get a championship.
I agree, Jared. And it's so many things to talk about. It's so many scenarios, so many players. But I'm actually going to dive into another one. I want to talk about Mitch Johnson, because obviously we talk about all the players being young and having their first go at it. So was Mitch Johnson. And I think there was a lot of things that he could have done differently, and I'm sure there's some things he would want back. But I want to talk about Mitch Johnson and his complete control over that team. Was it really all him and his assistants, or was Pop in his ear some? Like, tell me the dynamics of that relationship there.
That's a good question, because I know Pop's presence has come up a lot.
Yep.
My understanding is that, Mitch was running the team and doing a good job with it. And I know that the finals did not go well, and there were some things he did that I don't agree with, but I think overall he had a very good playoff run.
Yep.
And this team doesn't get to where they are without Mitch coming in and really establishing their principles and managing the personalities. It's so easy to forget that they were projected to win 44 games coming into the season.
Right.
And they ended up winning, I don't know, somewhere close to 80 games, I guess, if you add up all the wins in the postseason. So I guess it was 75-ish wins.
Yeah.
So they had a great year. He had a very impressive year. He deserved to be top 3 in Coach of the Year voting.
Mm-hmm.
But there's a reason. I mean, we should be doing the awards after the season's over, because everyone always talks about the playoffs are what matters. And we give the awards based on the regular season, and the finals truly exposes you. It's the highest level of competition. And I think the toughest thing Mitch had to do was just to no longer rock with De'Aaron Fox with the game on the line at the very end and ask somebody else to take those shots. But he was adamant that he was going to put the ball in De'Aaron's hands at the end. And, De'Aaron missed some huge shots, and De'Aaron had a great year, but he was not himself in the finals. And so, there were tough decisions like that Mitch should have made. And, the decision is way more layered than that. And there are many layers that we don't even know about publicly. But I think that he did a very good job running this team. Pop's role really seemed to be that he would come in and talk to guys. He would give speeches on the plane or at the airport or in the locker room. But he was just coming in to give a speech. He's the president of basketball operations. He's El Jefe. That is his role, is to continue to be involved to a certain degree.
Mm-hmm.
But it seemed to me like Mitch Johnson and their actual GM, Brian Wright, were the ones that were running the show.
He is, of course, Jared Weiss joining us now on a Magic City Monday. Kelvin Washington Carey, who's in for Rob on this Magic City Monday. I want to go here back to the MVP of the finals, who had, prior to the last 2 games, you could have said maybe it's Karl-Anthony Towns, how good he was the first 2, or maybe it's Anunoby, who's just been a steady force for them. But then Jalen Brunson said, no, slow your roll. I was inefficient in the first few games. I'm back now. Yeah. And goes crazy the last 2, including 45 in the closer. Where is he now in the NBA? I thought he was a star. My partner, Rob Parker, said, no, he's not a star. Basically, you're either 0 or 100 for Rob, where I'm like, dude, I'm not saying he's a superstar. He's not LeBron or Steph, but he's absolutely a star. Yeah. And where is he now, when we talk about NBA players, when we talk about the SGAs and the Jokers and where is he? Is he just, there's a fluky win, or no, you got to take notice and put him higher in these rankings?
Brunson probably was considered the 7th or 8th best player in the NBA coming into the postseason. He was looked at. I don't know. I think what he did in the finals is what he's done all year, and nothing's really changed for me.
I think you might have had him a little higher than a lot of people, Jay. I think people would go, oh, good player, really good player, but not that. I think we would have ranked some people above him, but I get your point.
I think one thing, I'm someone who, when I started out, my whole thing was I would watch the film. I talk about how defense is half the game and the nuances of playmaking and all this kind of stuff. Mm-hmm. And I think that the whole world has caught up to that, and the analytics movement has already made us so nuanced that people have forgotten that basketball is a game of getting buckets. You got to get buckets. And the ability to consistently deliver as a scorer and playmaker at the end of games that Jalen Brunson does is the most important thing in basketball, probably by a mile. It's probably nothing even close to that. And we just saw that. I was one of the people declaring Wemby the best player in the world after what he did in Game 1 of OKC. And it's probably still true in a general, on average context. He's on average the best player in the world. But we just saw in the finals, if you want to win a championship, you have to be able to score at the end of games when the defense is allowed to hit you over the head with a sledgehammer, and you still have to be able to do it. And that's what Wemby can't do yet, and that's what Brunson can do. And that makes Brunson one of the most important players in basketball. And it takes a very specifically designed team to be able to win a championship with a player like Brunson there, because he's a target on defense. Mm-hmm. But they managed to do it. And I know those Becky Hammond comments about you can't have a small guy win a championship. She wasn't wrong.
Right,
it's almost never happened before. He's listed at 6'2". I would guess he's about 5'11". I'm pretty sure I'm taller than him, and I'm 6 feet. So he's probably 5'11", and he just led a team to a championship. And who's the last person to do that? Isaiah Thomas? Which I was born the year that he did that. So that's how rare this is. My entire lifetime has cycled to get to the point that someone did it again. So Jalen defies the odds because he's an absolute warrior, and he's an unstoppable warrior. And he's just he's one of those all-time special players we will cherish forever, remembering there was nothing that could be done to stop this man from getting to the basket or to stop him from scoring.
And that's what I loved about it, you two, that we made it, you can tell, it clicked. No. I'm winning this game.
Yeah.
And he done it multiple times. To be honest, he did it last year in the playoffs, obviously not to the tune of a championship, but he's made a career of that the last 3-4 years, just getting it done, closing out.
But
so,
Kelvin and Jared, I mean, that last shot he threw up with the right hand over Wemby, that's the one I was like, okay, this thing is over.
That nice little Earl to Pearl, to one of the previous guards there at the Knicks. Hey, we're up against it. Jared, appreciate you, man. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, everyone.
All right, Jared.
No doubt. All right, Tire Rack play of the day. And plus, there's an event that happened yesterday that was off the NBA world and off the World Cup world as well. I don't know if we got to talk about that.
Uh-oh.
I don't know. You might have enjoyed it. I don't know. I got to find out. It's the Odd Couple on a Magic City Monday. Carry in for Rob, Kelvin Washington. Stick with your boys, Fox Sports Radio. All right, tired of scrolling job boards? Well, check it out. Submitting application after application and never hearing back. There's a better way to find work with real people on your side. At Express Employment Professionals, you don't pay a fee ever. One application connects you to multiple job opportunities, not just one posting lost online. And when you work for Express, you get paid faster and weekly pay. So go to expresspros.com to find the location near you. Give them a call. With Express, you get a local team that knows employers in your community and is dedicated to helping you succeed in your job search. Plus, Express offers free skills, training to help you grow, gain confidence, and open the door to better opportunities. So best of all, Express is locally owned, so they understand your job market where you are, and they've got some connections to a variety of jobs. And also remember, listen, no fees for job seekers. So stop searching alone, get support, get options, and get to work. Last year, Express helped more than 4,000 people find work. Visit expresspros.com to find your local Express Employment Professionals office today. You know, obviously the Knicks have been on this run at one point in time, 13 in a row. Then they lose game 3, and they bounce back in a ridiculous, crazy way last night. Was just, amazing comeback for them. Epic collapse for some people, how they view it with the Spurs. I know that's how you view it. But the constant has been, to me, throughout this postseason, Rob, for them, and I think they've been fortunate for this, has been OG Anunoby. Matter of fact, somebody just said something hilarious. They said, my daughter going to be mad to the mug when I name her Anna Noby. And OG Anunoby has been incredible for them. And, in fact, throughout this postseason, I've made mention of it a few times, that he's quietly just been the best player on the Knicks. We know Brunson is the engine. We know he's the face of the team. And we know Cat is more talented. We know that. But the just constant for this Knicks team has been OG Anunoby round by round. And every team kind of has to have that guy that I might not get the headlines, I might not be on the marquee, but you can depend on me. And he's become that for them. And it's been a reminder, too, for I was telling this earlier last hour, Rob, he is a champion with the Raptors. And I think he obviously was able to learn something from that experience, learn some of the steady and even killness from Kawhi Leonard, because he has that. And he has been absolutely the guy that they can depend on just for constant and consistency. You're talking about a guy averaging 21 a game during this postseason, 6 boards, couple assists, steal and a half, couple of steals, and it is shooting at 48%, 40 from 3. He's just been the guy. And then can guard essentially 1 through 5 for them, which has been huge. Being able to put him on the best wings, being able to put some bigs, being able to throw him on Wemby for a lot of possessions. And every team needs an OG Anunoby type of guy in order to win, a guy that you can say, I know so-and-so's a bigger name. I know that guy might be the all-star, but at certain points, he's our best player. And he's been their most consistent throughout this postseason, and I think that saved them. Brunson has been actually inefficient throughout this postseason. You and I have talked about it. He's some hero ball at times, or even when he's not hero ball, he's not making his shots. And credit to Spurs, their big wings, Castle, Vassell, all these guys on him, Kent Champagny, different guys giving him different looks. It's been tough for him. Karl Anthony Towns, what's been the knock on throughout his career? The up and down ride, the inconsistency. One game he looks committed, and he's had a good run with them. So I do want to say he's improved with that. But he's had a couple of games where you're like, dang, where is he? I wish he was more assertive. I wish he's more aggressive. And OG has just been that guy. And you want to talk about, Rob, I really was thinking about this. Other than Jordan in that 98 Game 6 versus the Jazz, where, of course, the last dance, the last hurrah with the Bulls for him, where he strips Karl Malone, gets the steal when Karl was trying to post up, and then he comes down and he hits the game winner for Byron Russell. That back-to-back plays by Anunoby, the block on Fox, and then the tip in, I mean, you talk about being rewarded for your effort, being rewarded for playing hard night in, night out, being committed to that team, to go chase down that block and not concede the layup. And obviously we know Fox should have dribbled it out. I agree with that. But to go get the block, and
but you think he's not going to try to chase down and block the shot? Or I'm just saying, you're making it like
he got the block. I'm saying
no. Okay, I thought you were talking about the effort to. You said to run it down and
right. I'm saying to chase it down, to get the block, to not.
But
concede.
I'm just saying, like, that's a part of the game. You wouldn't just stop and try to let him score.
But you actually went and
no,
got it.
I get the play, but it sounded like you were making the idea that him putting in the effort to. No,
I'm saying a guy going to get the block when you could, just dang. He goes, he gets it, and to not watch. Human nature is you watch Brunson. That's Brunson. He done made more big shots than pretty much anybody over the last 5 years, and it's only 4 seconds, and he chucks it up. But to go in there, jump over everybody, and get the tip, that sounded crazy. And again, this has been remarkable for me to watch him throughout this postseason. And now I always say this. The regular season is where you make your name. The playoffs are where you make your fame. OG Anunoby has made his fame.
So if it was 2-2, say that shot doesn't go in, where is he on your meter as far as MVP? Oh, I'm just curious.
I know. The tip in makes the difference because it was a winning play.
Okay.
Right?
No. I get it. I'm just asking
you. Summer again. They about to be out there.
That's Alex vibe right there.
It is. No. When Glorilla comes to L.A., Rob G and Alex will be in them streets. Odd couple, Kelvin Washington. My man, Kerry Rhodes, is in for Rob P., who is enjoying
He sounds sexy.
Vacay, just traveling and a bunch of different. I saw him at a wedding. He was obviously doing, he had his game at the Mets. He's just doing a bunch of stuff.
baby oil.
Hitting all these different states. So shout out to Rob. Hopefully safe travels for our guy. Thank you to Jerry Weiss, who just joined us. We'll get that up on the pod in just a moment. All right, it is now time for your Tire Rack play of the day.
5 seconds away. Played out, and the Carolina Hurricanes are the best team in the NHL. They won the 2026 Stanley Cup. It's yours, Carolina, and it's coming back to North Carolina. The Stanley Cup. We got a passenger on the plane tomorrow, and the Hurricanes are world champions.
I like that. We got a passenger on the plane tomorrow.
He go hound.
He was into it. Hurricane Radio, speaking of, on the call right there. That was your Tire Rack play of the day, brought to you by Tire Rack. And for over 40 years, Tire Rack's been helping customers find the right tires for how, for what, and where they drive, ship fast and free. Backed by free road hazard protection with convenient installation options like mobile tire installation. They'll come to you. TireRack.com. It is the way tire buying should be. So we got just a score here. We got who we got playing right now, Alex? We got the World Cup going on. Who this?
We have 2 of the top teams of the night. We have Saudi Arabia and Uruguay, and the team that many people remember as the Suarez Bitegate, but it's looking to be more of a tie going into the finale here. I'll keep you posted with more.
I told you, boy, no, he's in his bag right now. Look at even Steve, like, all right, that was pretty good. You're in his bag over there. I said that to say we got this going on. We had the NBA Finals still buzzing right now. Obviously, baseball's going to get ready to get into the dog days of summer. We got a lot going on. And we even had the president's 80th.
Yeah.
Along with America's 250th coming up in about a month, less than a month. And we had a big UFC event happen over the weekend, Rob G.
Yeah, we did. And depending on which side of the aisle you're on, you either thought it was an incredible night, the pageantry, the fireworks, the showmanship, the setup looked phenomenal on television. However, must also be noted that they did use the White House as a prop. They had fighters coming out of the Oval Office on the way to the octagon. And, of course, the most egregious incident, a fighter after a win disparages former First Lady Michelle Obama. Just a lot going on there, UFC Freedom 250.
Well, I'm going to go backwards with the last point you just said. Absolutely disrespectful to the First Lady and also just beyond irrelevant. It had nothing to do with nothing. First of all, you should never say that. No. Just enjoy the championship, enjoy your moment. Win. Right. Shout out to moms. I want to thank God. I want to thank moms. Say something wild or crazy. I get it. It's wrestling. But the idea of saying something to a woman has nothing to do with it. And a couple that hadn't been in the White House since 2016, that just shows like they're clearly on your brain. So that was that. But again, I there's a word that's been going around that I think people don't use anymore. It's like our parents use a lot, tact. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It seemed very tactless.
Yeah.
Or tacky.
Tacky.
Pick a tack.
Yeah.
People who were there, I was actually, shocked to say they enjoyed it. I was kind of blown away. Like, oh man, I just think it's so much going on in the world right now that I thought our preferences would be somewhere else. Our priorities, I should say, should be somewhere else.
Right.
Not saying we can't have fun. Not saying you don't live life. There's stuff going on. I understand there's always something going on in the world. But I thought a better use of our time, effort, and resources elsewhere. But I'm not a UFC person like that. I keep up every now and again, but it wasn't my cup of tea. But I think there was a way to use the political, the area, D.C., the White House politically, but using it through sports. Because that's a certain fan base that's read me for this administration, and that's their base, and they hammed it up for them, which, good for them.
Now, listen, I have no real thoughts on it. I'm not a UFC fan either. I don't really watch. I didn't even really watch anything about it, but I did see those remarks, and that was just distasteful. It didn't even make any sense.
Because it just was like, where did that come from?
Yeah, it was just somebody trying to have a moment. He got his moment. Now we're talking about it, and it's just I just want to push them out though. Just get out. Just move. Just push them down. You know what I mean? Nah, don't give him any time.
Yeah, I was upset. I was a little upset about this just because the disrespect, irrelevant, not needed, unnecessary, and it also didn't really go checked. I kind of thought it was an opportunity to check that. Like, all right, I know you're excited. We don't have to go there, kind of a thing.
Oh yeah, the person.
But Rob G, your thoughts? Did you enjoy it? Were you in on it?
I mean, I like sports, so I watched it. It was great. It was a great fight. The main event was incredible. To your point about the condemning the conversation, Dana White put out a statement condemning it. The White House did not.
Yeah. Okay. So even Dana White did, but the White. Okay. All right, but there you have it. Wemby walked out on some things, too. We'll talk about that.
We are
The Odd Couple. You know what time it is. It's your boys.
Let's get it. The Odd Couple is fun.
Check.
And informative.
Check.
What's up, America? You want to talk sports with one and a half of the best-looking guys in the game?
That game was incredible.
You are wrong.
You'll be king of the water cooler.
What's it like working with Rob? Rob in his mind is like Chris Rock mixed with Richard Pryor, so I'm running out of fake laughs. Ha ha, Rob. Rob is very passionate.
Son, you ain't ready for this. I don't have BS in my game. I'm straightforward. I'm honest.
You say Brady's the greatest quarterback of all time, but Eli Manning beat him twice.
And, of course, it doesn't hurt that I'm right most of the time. Kelvin is the nice guy, wants to make everybody feel warm and fuzzy.
You done? Let me tell you the truth. I bring the energy, a youthful energy. Rob's not gonna see this, is he? And I bring an honest opinion.
Michael Jordan, I can't take it anymore. I need a break. I'm gonna go play baseball.
Trash Talking Tuesday is the best.
It's a great opportunity for folks to call in, and they get to trash whomever.
Who you trashing, Roger?
I'm trashing LeBron James and Michael Jordan.
Oh, okay.
They can't even hold Wilt Chamberlain's shoes.
Stop talking about the king like that. It's a new era. Let LeBron be the best, please.
I only recognize one king in the United States, and that's Burger King. The connection with the Odd Couple audience is incredible. We really invite them in.
And they can relate, whether it be things about our own personal lives or our takes on sports.
Love you guys. You guys are killing it.
Hey, we appreciate you. Thank you for rocking with your boys.
They feel like it's just my guys, just my friends, and they join right in on the show.
We talk with the listeners, not at them.
Obviously, you can listen to us live, but you can still check out the podcast. You can check out our YouTube. You can check us out on social media. So in any way you want to get it, you can get it.
Yes.
There's some yelling. It is some hot takes. It's a whole lot of fun. I'll give you that.
It is fun. I agree. Begrudgingly.
The Odd Couple.
Sports talk that's too good and too fun.
Uruguay has finally tied it up against Saudi Arabia. It's 1-1 in World Cup play in Miami tonight on FS1. They're in the 95th minute. Uruguay has completely dominated the second half. Later tonight, in an hour, in Los Angeles, it's Iran against New Zealand on FS1. Earlier, Belgium tied it against Egypt on a goal with the 66th minute. It was 1-1 the final. And Spain and Cape Verde played to a scoreless tie, even though Spain had over 70% of the possession. American star Christian Pulisic practiced on the side today due to his calf injury. To Major League Baseball in Philadelphia with Zach Wheeler on the mound. The Phillies are leading 3-0 over the Miami Marlins in the bottom of the fourth. Royals now have the lead at Washington 3-2 in the bottom of the fifth inning. Reds lead 9-0 over the Mets after 2 innings, and Chase Burns on the mound for Cincinnati, ERA of 2 this year. I'm Steve DeSager.
Can this sports writer and this sports fan share a radio show without driving each other crazy? Now, live from the Fox Sports Radio studios, here's Fox Sports Radio's Odd Couple, Rob Parker and Kelvin Washington.
That's right. Hour number 2 on the Odd Couple, Kelvin Washington, Kerry Rhodes.
Number 2.
Numero dos. He is in for Rob. Rob out on a little vacay, enjoying different cities and states and all that good stuff. Keep it with him online, what he's got going. Speaking of online, K-Dub Live for myself, Kerry, 25 Roads for him, Odd Couple FSR. Ways to reach out. And if you want to watch us on YouTube, all you got to do is go to YouTube. Go to YouTube and put in Odd Couple FSR. Just search us that way. You'll find our own page. We got the Fox Sports Radio, but then we have our own page as well. So follow our page, subscribe to it, thumbs up, like it, share it, comment away, all that good stuff. Maybe Rob G can read some of the comments throughout the show as well. So go check out our YouTube channel. Just search Odd Couple FSR. Subscribe, all right? Appreciate that. For over 40 years, Tire Rack's been helping customers find the right tires for how and where they drive, ship fast and free. Backed by the free road hazard protection with convenient installation options like mobile tire installation, TireRack.com, the way tire buying should be. Antonio Daniels going to be joining us here at the bottom of the hour, 8:30 on the East, 5:30 here on the West. Good to chop it up with him. You know, big fan of AD. And get his analysis. So much you and I keep talking on the air and off about how many storylines and stories that and different angles there is to the NBA Finals and just the NBA as a whole and kind of where we can go for that, individual players as well. So we'll chop it up with AD about that in just a little bit. The other side to this Knicks win, the other side to the Jalen Brunson, little man, David and Goliath, is Goliath in this case, is the young giant, the young phenom in Wemby. And it's been an interesting ride over the last few weeks with Wemby, Rob G.
Yeah, in more ways than one, because Victor Wembanyama, depending on which series you tuned into, and especially in these NBA Finals, either looked like the single greatest player we had ever seen, or he looked like a 22-year-old making his first run in the playoffs. There was no in-between, it felt like. And, of course, throughout the postseason, he had controversial comments, controversial plays, and he didn't seem to ever have any kind of remorse about anything he did or said on or off the court, including after they lose Game 5, unceremoniously gentleman sweep. Wemby had the audacity to point out that, you know what, I still feel like we dominated that series. Take this.
One of many things I learned is the margin of error is very, very thin. Our domination stints are absolute. We absolutely dominated for most of the series, but our errors, our mistakes, are punished so hard that we can't have ups and downs like this so much. You know, the ups are okay. The downs is the reason we lost.
There you go.
Well, and then after that, he said, "I'll see you guys
never."
Yeah. I don't quite get that part of it all, but listen, I'm gonna go here. This is what we love to do in life, in sports in particular, Kerry. We love to have somebody that the roller coaster ride, the ups, the downs. We love you, then we hate you. We might hate you for a while even.
Yeah.
And then we love you again, and then we can, and then depending on how it ends, we might hate you again. We'll see how it ends. It works out at the end for you.
Yeah.
And I say that to say, to me, that's where I think Wemby's starting to fall. First year or so, it was like, I don't really know. I don't know what to see. It's not like we saw a bunch of highlights of him, and you're unfamiliar, if you will. Okay, This will be an interesting ride. Then you start to see he's good. Then in this year, it goes into, this dude is a problem. He might be the best we ever seen when it's all said and done. He's scary good. And then we love the passion. Right? Oh, he cares. Look at him. He's crying in the Olympics, and he's mad. He wants to bring the pain to the All-Star game. And you're loving all of this. And I've said right where you are, and I said, I love how outspoken he is, how honest. He'll tell you, hey, I think I should be the best. He sat down with Malika Andrews. He'll be like, who's better than me? She'd be like, oh, dang, you're so blunt. And he's like, yeah, I don't know, who's better than you? Name him. Who you think better than me? When I'm healthy, ain't nobody better than me. I love it. But I think we've gone from now where it's the Anakin Skywalker to Darth Vader.
Okay.
Hear me out.
I'm listening.
Anakin Skywalker is this young Jedi, talented, learning the game and thinking he's going to be, this guy that's Obi-Wan Kenobi is teaching him. He's learning. And you see, oh, man, look at this dude. It's fun. You love him. But then he sells his soul, right? And he becomes Darth Vader. But watch this, though. Darth Vader, while he's the villain, kind of the villain we all love. And I say that because Wemby, this is what happens. All the stuff that we love you for becomes the thing that we start to despise you for.
Yeah.
And all that we love, he's honest. He said, I should have MVP. Look at him. He's mad at SGA. And he keeps talking. And he keeps talking. And everybody's like, all right, you're saying too much. You know you're losing. No, you got mollywopped. You're choked, and you're not admitting it, and you're finding ways out, and you're kind of making excuses, and you keep saying, "Oh, everybody knows we're gonna win. Everybody knows we're coming back," and it's like, that stuff starts to work against you.
Yeah.
You start to be tough and passionate. We like that, but now you're elbowing guys, and you're elbowing this guy, and you're pushing Brunson down, and you're putting your feet under people, and you're getting into it and tussling, and and it starts to become right. You start to not like it. You don't speak to the reporters.
Yeah.
Few games back. You walk out. You don't speak to reporters. You're the same one always looking for a microphone and answering questions. Now, all of a sudden, you ain't got nothing to say to reporters. You don't shake hands afterwards. You're crying on the podium when you lose to Chet and them back in the 19U. But I'm serious, Kerry. This is how this works. He's so passionate. He's crying. Look at Kerry. Now it starts to work against you because look at him crying. He always losing something. He's losing in the 19 under. Losing in the Olympics, losing in the midseason tournament thing, losing in the finals. And this is how I think I was watching this and starting to see how it starts to shift. What's the first thing they say? Why you shooting so many threes, Rob G? Why you don't post up? Man, we already crowned him too early. He ain't all that. Man, he nice, but he ain't that nice. Look at him. Can't even shake hands with him. Sore loser.
Yeah.
And I think I was watching this like this is where Anakin Skywalker turns into Darth Vader, where all the stuff that you kind of liked about him and his greatest fear of maybe I'm not the best ever and maybe I'm not that guy, it starts to happen. And I'm not saying people hate him.
Yeah.
That's why I said Darth Vader is like that, because if you say who's your favorite character, you're gonna be like Darth Vader from all the Star Wars, right? So I think there's still that thing where we like him and it's still a mystical thing about him. But I just feel like it started to work against him. All the turnovers, the missed shots, the missed free throws, the complaining, like I said, not speaking up, not shaking hands. I think it starts to work where, the shift. And not to mention you go against 53 years of history against the Knicks and then the lovable Knicks and the small guy, David and Goliath. And I felt like walking out of this, Wemby kind of came out where we all expect him to be amazing talent. But I think he walked out a little less desirable coming out of that, whereas I think it was like everybody had to cheer for me. Yes, you beat the Thunder. People didn't want the unethical basketball in the finals. And I just think there's a little bit of he came out of that where people, maybe he's a little, he cares. He's rough and tough too. Is he dirty?
Yeah.
Is he nasty? Is he dirty? Is he complaining too much? Is he not manning up when he needs to? He's ducking medias, ducking the handshakes. And I'm walked out. I was saying Wemby walked out of that a little dirt on him. And maybe that's good. Maybe that's good. The league needs a Darth Vader. You need a little villain. He doesn't have to be pristine. I think LeBron, until the decision, was kind of more the pristine, young, every commercial and great and that.
Well, that's Steph Curry.
Well, don't get me on Steph Curry.
Pristine.
Steph Curry, he can do no wrong.
Exactly.
He can lose 3-1, and we be like, I
was like, that's Steph. You just throw that one.
Steph Curry can lose the NBA Finals 3-1, and we blame it on Draymond.
Exactly.
He should have got kicked out the game. Wait a minute. The MVP, the unanimous, what?
Yeah.
So, but am I crazy, or did he come out and go in like, snap face of the league, he's the one, Obi-Wan to Anakin Skywalker. Now it's like he walked out, still that guy. I still think the talent isn't there, but we saw the holes in his game.
Yep.
We see the holes in kind of some of the maturity of like how to handle the media. You in New York, you know how the media stuff goes.
Yes.
And also the sportsmanship. And I think he came out of it a little blemished and a little villainy, if you will.
Yeah.
Villain-esque.
I like what you said there. He's a 22-year-old kid. And I think it started even before that. I think when they beat OKC, that was their championship, right? You talked about the crying, you talked about the celebrating, you talked about all the bravado, all that stuff that came in that moment, right? They poured so much into that moment, and to get to the finals, I think they were depleted, right, emotionally. And then you talk about Wemby and you talk about his game. Even when the playoffs started and he had those, had some really good games, I did say for them to win, he's going to have to develop some real basketball moves. He doesn't have that.
Not go-tos.
And so when you talk about the Obi-Wan to Darth Vader, that juxtaposition, right? It is that. It's him learning how to use the lightsaber and knowing when to use it at the right time and knowing when to use the Force at the right time, right? Like those things takes time.
Yeah.
You don't just become Darth Vader, right? Like there's a hurdle. There's some hurdles to get to that point. So even equating it back to basketball and what you're saying in your point, he needs to learn how to be a better leader. Even because, a lot of times in this in this playoff run, they were referring to Wemby as their leader. And so
yeah,
if
they were.
Right.
Stephon Castle referenced that many times.
So if that is their leader, and we see that on Front Street on this run and what he was offering up to the world, we know they didn't have a leader. And so to go through that process and actually learn how to do this and learn how to do the media, learn how to take the lumps. I mean, we talk about players that were getting roughed up back in the day. You talk about a prime Shaq. He would get beat up.
Oh, man.
And now there would get to a point where he couldn't take it and he would fire off on somebody. But he would take it. He understood his value and understood what he meant to that team. So, Wemby's figuring this out on the fly. And so the emotional roller coaster that it takes to be a champion, to be the one, he's going to have to go through these bumps. And so to learn how to do that emotionally, he's got to get better. He's got to be a better teammate, know how to handle the press. Because the other thing with the press in Wemby and what he says, we don't even know if he's saying what he's meaning to say. It's
the
not
language
his
barrier?
Yes, it's not his first language. So when it comes off short or snarky a little bit sometimes, I don't know if it's just his ego or is it hard for him to translate what he's saying in these times. I'm going to give him credit with that.
I get your grace in that. I think he means what he says. I think he pauses because he's well thought out.
Okay.
And I think whether you agree or not, I think, again, this is the person I sat there and watched Malika Andrews interview him and him being like, no, who's better than me? And I don't mind that stuff, but I think he's given us a whole 4 years worth of stuff in 6 months.
Yes. Right.
Not doing this, not shaking that, doing that, punching people, elbowing people. It's like, whoa.
But, Kel, he's getting beat up as well. And so, yes, we're seeing him retaliate. Yes, he's 7'5". We're not going to miss him retaliate. And right now, that is the topic now, right? Like, that's what we're seeing.
Let me ask you this.
Yeah.
Do you have a problem with him not shaking hands? What I don't like about it, you can't be the guy to tell me you're the best. You can't be the guy to tell me I should have been as MVP. I'm Defensive Player of the Year, unanimous. I'm the Don Dada, and not man up and let it burn.
Oh, I got a problem with
Let it simmer and go over there and be like, even if it's good game, and walk on back. Nobody's saying you got to sit there and hang out with the confetti.
Right.
But
no, I got a problem with it for sure. Go shake their hands. They beat you. Look them in the eye and say, we'll get you next time or whatever. Like, whatever it is. Like, if you're the leader, go do that.
There have been dudes who are bigger, play longer. The burn matters more, right? Because let's say you're Magic Johnson, you're trying to be Bird and he beats you. That burn matters. You got a rival, right? If you're Bird and Magic, or if you're Mike and you're like, man, I can't beat these freaking Pistons, or if you're whatever it is. We've seen that happen from guys who have kind of even earned more than he has thus far, and they've had to go through and shake hands.
Yeah.
And I think I was kind of like, man, because I thought for him, I know it burns, I know he cares, and I like that, but I thought it would be the care and respect for the game makes me go do that.
Yeah,
you get what I mean?
It's a little misguided.
Yeah, like
you know
them guys I named didn't care less than you.
Right. No.
Trust me.
Yeah.
Michael Jordan did not care less than you,
No,
and he went and dapped up and shook hands. And nobody asked you to go hug him up and swap jerseys.
Yep.
I thought that was interesting.
I do too. I agree.
All right, let's take some calls on this. 877-99 on Fox. Wemby kind of going into the postseason and even the finals, was he kind of the becoming the guy, the face? Did he come out a little blemish? Did he come out a little villainesque? Is he Darth Vader-y, if you will? Or maybe not. Maybe you disagree. I think some of those blemishes came out of this. We see where there's more work to be done, both on and off the court, and some growing up to do as well. Maybe you disagree. 877-99 on Fox. We want to hear from you on that. We, of course, got, as I mentioned, Antonio Daniels coming up as well, so a whole lot left on this Monday, Magic City Monday edition of The Odd Couple. Stick with your boys. It's Fox Sports Radio. The world's biggest soccer tournament has arrived. We've been talking about it, and you can trade the entire tournament on Kalshi. And on Kalshi, you can trade every match from the opening stage all the way to the finals. So you know what they say. History has a way of repeating itself. Well, let me tell you about this. The 5-time champions, Brazil, currently trading at just 7% to win it all, meaning a $100 trade pays out over $1,300 if they win soccer's biggest prize. So Brazil plays an up-tempo style of soccer. You saw that the other night, and that lends itself to high scores and high drama, which should make them one of the teams to watch in this tournament. And on Kalshi, you're trading against peers in a live market, meaning there's no house, and as the popularity changes, you can buy in and out of your position. For a limited time, downplay the Kalshi app and use code ODD to get $10 when you trade 10. Kalshi, Kalshi, trade on anything.
Restrictions and eligibility apply. Not available in all states and must be 18 plus. Trading involves significant risk. Consider if it's appropriate for your financial circumstances. Prices and value may differ and some markets may not be active. See Kalshi.com/regulatory for more.
All right, so you got some Wemby conversation.
I mean, Wemby, let's just get to it. On the Spurs end, he's your best player. He's your anchor. He's your tone setter. Ephraim was in for you yesterday, and he was talking about how what makes them so tough, what makes them play so hard is that their best player, their leader, and I completely understand that. But the one issue I'm having with Wemby, and you know how I feel about him, the issue is Wemby has to walk the walk. He talks it. We saw I should be the MVP. He gets Defensive Player of the Year. And I love his honesty. I think I'm better than this person. I think I should have won this award. I want to be the face of the league. All that matters if we win it. We got to win it or nothing else matters. He is talking the talk, and I love it, but he ain't consistently walking the walk, Rob. He's walking the streets of New York. I see him drawing statues. I see him walking around. By the way, the person who hit him in the back of the head with an egg, that was crazy. That was wrong. Y'all got to relax in New York right now, throwing eggs at people. But my issue with Wemby is he's Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. I get good Wemby, I get bad Wemby. And when you walk through what we've gotten from him, let's start with the bad Wemby. The bad Wemby, Rob, is game one. Came out, Knicks got physical with him, pushed him around. He wasn't prepared for that, and he goes 6 for 21, 28% field goal percentage in that game. He turned the ball over 6 times, and he looked terrible. And he looked like Bambi, the long, gangly legs. He looked lost out there. And so we're saying, well, what's going on with him there? Why is he off? And then you go back to game 4 last night. Wemby looked atrocious. Again, 9 of 25, 36%, misses 2 free throws horribly. He's not being dominant. He wasn't as dominant on defense as he normally is. His team was terrible the second half from threes. He didn't settle them. He didn't say, guys, I got to hop on my back. I am the best player. Shea shouldn't be MVP. This should be me. And so he's been talking the talk. And I don't mind it. You know how I feel. But when you do it, you got to walk it on the biggest stage. We're all watching. We're all waiting. And from time to time, he's shown us. Now, he's had some good him, right? We talk about game 3. Where, of course, he ends up getting the win. He silenced the Madison Square Garden. All the hype's there. The president's there. He comes out 11 of 8, efficient, 61%, gets some boards, makes some big shots, calms him down, and he's exactly what you would hope from him. So we've seen that from him where we get these games where he's solid. Game 2, he's pretty good. 29, 9 boards, 4 blocks, 11 to 21, so he's above 50%. So right now, he has to find that consistency, Rob, where we can etch it in the books, like the greats. I know what I'm getting from him night after night. It ain't really going to be my issue with him. It's going to be you guys. What am I getting from you, as Shaq likes to always say, from the others? So Wemby has to silence this right now. He has to silence these, I'm talking all this, I am that, I'm face of the league, I want that, and I love that he wants it. But, brother, I need you night in, night out. I don't need you to be up and down. I don't need you to be inefficient. I don't need you to abandon when we talked about in game 3, starting down low, 4 for 4, a bunch of got some easy dunks, easy put-ins. Don't abandon that. And I think right now, he's so talented, so gifted, he hasn't figured it out yet. I can bring the ball up. I can shoot threes. I can hit mid-range. I can even, do some jump hooks. He has to lock it in and find his space. So that's my issue right now with Rob. All right, Wemby. You keep telling me, you keep saying after the loss, all we're going to do, we're going to come back. You'll see it's only 1 or 2 options, and it's going to be the second option. We're going to come back and win. I need you to show up and show out night in, night out, Wemby, so that the other guys can have an off night or other guys can be up and down, but not you, Mr. Face of this team, supposedly going to be the face of this league.
Yeah, I think your expectations are ridiculous and just out the box. It's not a Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde. He's 22 years old in his first playoff run. I don't. You really expect that every night if every night, Kelvin, if every night at 22 years old, he's giving you 30 and 18 boards or what? Like, where's this? If that's what a 22-year-old is going to give you in his first playoff run, I think your expectations are out the box. Kobe Bryant shot air balls in his first postseason, right, at the end of the game, and he learned from it, and he built from it and developed it. Nobody said, oh, Kobe, you think you're all this? You're walking around here like Michael Jordan and with your tongue wagging and the wristband on your arm, forearm or whatever, and all of that, and you sound like MJ, and you're shooting air balls. This is a growing process. I think you're grossly unfair to Wemby and not realizing where he is. I don't care how big he is and what he's supposed to do. He's still a 22-year-old kid who's learning to play the game at this level in this league, and there's going to be growing pains. I don't know anybody who's ever been great who didn't have growing pains.
Fetty Wap had a run. Fetty Wap definitely had a run. It was good to be outside.
You're right, man. I told people keep an eye on him.
Oh, here we go.
That was out of line.
Yeah.
Alex, that was so out of line.
What?
He was going to come on the show, too. Now he ain't coming on the show now. Odd couple. Kelvin Washington, Kerry Rhodes in for Rob on this Magic City Monday. AD Antonio Daniels joining us in about 7 minutes or so. Fetty Wap will not be joining us.
Never know.
You never know. You never know.
He said keep your eye on the prize. He said, sorry.
You didn't let him bring you.
He did. Sorry. Yeah.
At University of Maryland Global Campus, build your next success with more. There you go. 100 degree and certificate programs in fields like business, healthcare, cybersecurity, and more. Undergrad and most graduate classes start soon, so learn more at umgc.edu. All right, let's take a few calls here. I just thought Wemby came out a little blemished in a few different ways. He's still going to be great. He's going to be a perennial all-star, win a couple MVPs, probably get back to the finals. Heavy on the probably, bro. I said it because everybody always guaranteed. You never know. You do never know.
You do not.
All right, let's get some phone calls. 877-99 on Fox. Who we got?
Let's see who we got. We got MJ in New Orleans. You're on with the Odd Couple, man. How are you?
What up? What up?
What's up, man?
Beignet brother.
Half of the Odd Couple, 3.5. What up, Terry?
What's up, baby?
Shouts out to Rob G also and the Odd Mob, man. A lot of people don't mention the Odd Mob. What up to my Odd Mob peeps?
There you go.
Shout out to the Odd Mob.
I'm one that believes it starts at the top, and the bulk of this falls on money-making Mitch. It's on his watch.
I love the game.
A little paid in full, huh?
I love the game. They going to remember me?
Everybody wants to compare themselves to that Michael Jordan guy, but he took his lumps. Magic took his lumps. Bird took their lumps. Kobe took his lumps. So a lot of these people that want to be the face of the NBA and think it's all, jokes and just this, that, and the dirt, they don't know the work that it comes with that. So, yes, you have to shake hands. You have to shake hands, kiss babies, the whole nine. So, yes, that's a blemish on his record. I don't want to hear anything about this young stuff because players are coming to the league much younger. They come to the league 19, 20, 21, 22. So when you come in the league, it's no longer the 3 years of college, 4 years of college type things where people have to wait and fit in and play roles. So, no, the young thing that's fading out. I'm not trying to hear that. I didn't watch that last game because losing my 29 points, that's something I just could not faster than Kelvin. I know you won high school championships. So, different things like that. And I definitely couldn't ride with Rob because I don't know what Rob is. Rob don't take a Geritol some days, man. He just being there like Waldorf or Astoria or both from the Muppets. So, yeah, man. Wemby got to get his act together, man. I think Swiper, a.k.a. Fox, man, I think that project is
Swiper
over.
is crazy.
They
Shout out
should've
to
had-
Dora the Explorer. I peep what you did there. Hey, MJ, let me get some. No, I appreciate you, MJ. I love that.
Do y'all thing, man. Have a
No,
great one.
swiper,
Appreciate
swiper, no swiping. Swiper, no swiping. All right, let's get to it. Shout out to MJ. I need some of them, man. Beignets from New Orleans. FedEx them. Who we got?
Oh, we got Ted in Lake Tahoe. You're on with the Odd Couple, man. How are ya?
I got to get to Lake Tahoe. I still haven't been yet.
Yo, what's up, guys? How's it going, man?
Going great,
All is
man.
well,
Thank
man.
you.
Hey, so I loved hearing the Star Wars thing that you're talking about. Are any of you guys pretty Star Wars savvy? I got another twist on it.
Depends on how deep you're going to go. I ain't going to act like I'm just, So go ahead.
It's real shallow, real shallow. But, so like Game 4, I'm waiting for somebody to bust out some kind of a meme, or maybe it's going to be in a 2026 finals recap or something, where instead of R2-D2 showing up and projecting a hologram, maybe it's Spike Lee projecting a hologram of somebody saying like, hey, what is it? This is our most desperate hour. Help me, OG Anunoby.
Hey.
You're
OG
our only hope. And then OG got that game winner at the end, right?
Yeah, that's
I
dope.
like that.
I like that.
How did I miss the obvious? OG Juan Kenobi just sitting there. I'm tripping. What's wrong with me?
I hear you, man. Yeah, so I'm waiting for somebody creative, to bust that out in a meme or an animation or something.
Ted, you may have to do. You may have to do that.
Elijah, Sagar, HRU. They'll get on top of that, man. Hey, appreciate it. Thank you. And he didn't go full on nerd level with. Because see, at my other job at Spectrum, like they'll go full nerd on me. Like, and I got a nerd level. Like I can't keep up with all. They're like, comic book edition 113. He said on page 11. I'll be like, all right, hold on now. R2D2.
No, I just went to Kerry Road startup before his game.
All right.
Yeah.
So you're getting right about here is my level. Don't go any deeper than this. Let's take one more. 877-99 on Fox. Who we got?
So we got one more. We got one more in the chamber.
we got
Andrew in Bakersfield. You're on with the Odd Couple, man. How are ya?
What's up, guys? Reflection K.
What's good?
You got two Ks. I didn't want to say KK.
Yeah, no, that just. I don't know. As long as you don't hit us with the 3-piece.
Yeah, you got one more. You got one more left.
One more, and I was gonna know something. I was gonna be on my way to Bakersfield.
You're fired.
So I don't think Wemby's dirty. I think he's in the process of learning the balance between self-defense, aggressiveness, and acting out. Now, I think at the beginning of Game 2, I think it was, he should have gone right before the tip and shook all of the Knicks' hands. And then after that, sliced their face, so to speak. Now, I think that's all I got.
All right. No, listen, I don't disagree with that. And I think you brought up a great example, Kerry, before we get to AD here and Steve, that LeBron, Shaq, those guys get fouled a lot. And there's an element of aggression you want to have. And even the bigs of the old days, right? They tell you, when you get taught basketball, you get the rebound, keep the elbows high, and you make room, create your space. I think he'll learn that, and I think because, again, guys are going to they don't know how to stop him, or they're trying to figure out ways. So, and his body's weird, so like if you get low, you're all in his knees. You didn't even mean to be, per se. So I think that adjustment of him, the physicality, but also, again, I just think some of the things that happen when you win, we accept, and you know that in life.
Yes.
When you lose, they're problematic.
Yeah.
So him losing, him giving up leads, him missing free throws, him and the team, I'm not putting it on him, I'm just saying, and it starts to sour on you. Now you're choking, you're this, how you the best, but you choke. And I think stuff like that happens. We can ask AD that on the other side of trending. He is Steve DeSager right now. Hey, Steve.
Hello, let's start with the baseball because what's going on in Cincinnati right now is the Reds' Eugenio Suarez against the Mets hit a 2-run homer in the first inning and a grand slam in the second. The Reds are leading 9-0 over the New York Mets in the top of the fourth, and Chase Burns is on the mound with an ERA of about 2 this season. He has 6 strikeouts in 3 1/3. Mets do have bases loaded, 1 out in the top of the fourth inning. Trained to push past the pain, not athletes, just people. Trafficked every day right here in the United States, sometimes by someone they trusted. During the World Cup, help us break the silence. Visit bluecampaign.gov/World Cup to learn more. Paid for by the Department of Homeland Security. The late-night World Cup game in Los Angeles in a half an hour on FS1. Pre-game going right now. Iran against New Zealand. In Miami, attendance 63,000 this evening as Uruguay dominated the second half and eventually tied Saudi Arabia. 1-1 the final thanks to a goal in the 80th minute. Uruguay outshot them 29-7 and dominated possession. Belgium tied Egypt on a goal in the 66th minute. 1-1 the final. Egypt still hasn't won a game in its World Cup history, 0-5 with 3 ties. And Spain, defending European champions, ranked number 2 in the world, somehow played a scoreless tie in Atlanta against Cape Verde, making its World Cup debut. Yes, 0-0 was the final. 4 games on Tuesday. The first 3 will be on Fox TV, starting with France against Senegal, 3 p.m. Eastern Time. American star Christian Pulisic practiced on the side today due to his calf injury. The U.S. plays Friday in Seattle, a day game against Australia. Canada's captain, Alphonso Davies, was still limited at practice today due to a hamstring injury. Neymar of Brazil still not practicing at all, out for a month now with a calf injury. The Chicago Bulls are reportedly hiring Thiago Splitter as their new head coach. He was the interim coach in Portland. At the College World Series, Texas eliminated Alabama today 14-2. Adrian Rodriguez hit for the cycle and had 7 RBIs. Right now, Oklahoma's lead is 4-2 over Georgia in the top of the 5th inning. And on the Major League scoreboard, Zach Wheeler and the Phils up 5-0 on the Marlins, bottom of the 6th. Nationals lead 7-3 over the Royals, bottom of the 6th. Back to you.
Steve, thank you. It is the Odd Couple on a Magic City Monday. Kelvin Washington, Kerry Rose, who is in for Rob Parker, I should say, out enjoying some time away, enjoying the summer, not mad at that. By the way, the world's biggest soccer tournament is here, and you can trade every match on Kalshi. Download the Kalshi app. Use code ODD to get $10 when you trade $10. Kalshi, trade on anything. I was just telling you all about Kalshi.
Yep.
All right, before we get back to AD here in a little bit, get us updated on what we've been saying with these matches real quick, Alex. Just give us a little quick World Cup update.
Well, it's good to be back in studio with you, Kelvin and Kerry Rhodes. A big fan of you on the pitch, Kerry. Maybe next time we get you to play actual football. But as we're speaking today, I've noticed that many people are especially excited for Norway's performance tomorrow afternoon because a man named Holland is making his first perfect debut on the pitch here on the World Cup stage. Many people are calling him maybe the Gold Boot nominee. I say don't get too excited yet. We still haven't seen the greats like Cristiano Ronaldo, Lionel Messi, and my personal favorite to see what United States can do with their move forward. But it ended in 1-1 with Uruguay and Egypt. We're moving forward to the game at hand coming up with I'm not sure if I want to say this out loud, but I'm kind of nervous for this game coming up because many people are not sure exactly what to expect. I think this might be another, unfortunately, 0-0.
That's one thing we were talking about, Kerry. You kind of got to enjoy the 0-0. You got to enjoy the sweet science, the art of the game, the artistry of the game, because sometimes you're going to get a 1-1. You're going to get a 0-0.
It's been a lot of that.
And you kind of got to be like, yeah, no, that was good.
It's not good.
No, that was good.
I like the game. It's not good.
Yeah, Kelvin, you got excited looking at Leonard Fournette running down the field.
Dude.
That's all you're like, who was that running back out there? He was big. He was
No,
big
you hit the nail on the head. I thought that was Leonard Fournette. I'm like, did he leave the NFL to go play soccer?
Can you imagine?
My gosh. No, it's fun though. I've been keeping watching over the weekends, watching a little bit as well. And I don't want to act like I'm Mr. Football or soccer. But it's been fun, man, and getting into it. My daughters have been into it as well.
Your daughter play?
Yeah, my oldest, but this year the school we're at, 4th grade so this coming year when they you can get into it now, like with the school. So obviously she did a little soccer shots around the way, but interested to see if she really locks in this school year.
You know what's crazy though?
What's
Up
that?
to this point of World Cup play, it's still crazy to say USA looks like the best team still.
Was
That's
it the
insane.
competition though?
Say what?
Was it the competition? You know what I mean? Is that part of it?
Yes and no, because we still haven't seen like Messi play.
Yeah, that's true.
We haven't seen Ronaldo. We haven't seen Holland tomorrow play. It's just like seeing Spain and them sitting like a lot of their starters for their first game. It's just questionable. Like, it's not like you need to have load management in the World Cup, you know?
Well, only thing I've heard is they're kind of trying to play the long game. Like, all right, we'll long as we tie, or we should be able to beat these teams, or at least nil them, and then that way we got our guys, everybody's healthy in it, because it will start to get more points later.
Those tiebreakers can come into effect as well, though. So you gotta be careful about that.
Because then it goes down to like goal differential. If you scored more goals, Spain got nothing and tied. Like, I don't know about you, but I don't want to be like the Spurs and just assume I'm going to win something. You know?
Well, you know what, and that's why, Alex, they say you don't like sports. I think it's a lie.
I love sports.
Because I think you just segued me to a topic I want to go with.
That's what
real
I do
quick,
here.
While we got a few minutes. Rob G, you can hop in on this one too. The assumption, and I'm guilty of it too. I'm guilty of it as well. Where we go, man, so-and-so will be back. Now, I think it's more visible in the NBA than like football because you played it. Football's crazy, right? There's no guarantee.
No.
You can go to first to worst or worst to first in a heartbeat.
Quick. Yeah.
We suck. We're in the Super Bowl.
Yep.
We're in the Super Bowl. We lose. Man, we'll be right back, man. All we're going to do is a little tweet, never get back.
3-13.
Exactly. Happens
You know what's
all the
perfect
time.
example of that is Ephraim Salaam.
Ephraim Salaam. Why? Yes, but
His
watch
first season was in the Super Bowl.
Exactly.
Never went back.
Never went back. And great. I'm glad you mentioned that. Somebody who doesn't like sports.
That's why we had to stop doing Texture Sour.
Right. That's a good point. We had to retire. We found out. The streets found out you do like sports.
He knew sports.
But I use that as an example because I'm guilty of, oh, man, Wemby's going to be there. And if you make me put money on it right now, my money is on he will. He'll make back to the finals. I expect him, if he has let's just make it in the middle, like a 14-year career. I mean, not 23, maybe not 10, somewhere 14 years. I expect him to get 2. You know what I mean? Just his talent, what he brings, once he gets better, his team around, I expect him to get 2. Like, that's kind of the baseline.
Kelvin, you expect him to get 2. What if he stays the same? Like, what if this is the best Wemby we're going to see? I'm sure he's going to get better.
Then I get your point.
Best we're gonna see?
Lowering it then to I fully expect 1, and I fully expect him to get back to 2 finals.
Even at this level?
At this level.
Okay.
Because he's just too good. He cares too much. Defensively is a freaking nightmare. He ruins the entire game plan. It takes you a game or two to figure.
Yeah,
all right,
no
what
question.
shots can we get? Finally, you saw Jalen Brunson get comfortable. Shooting over him, layups over. It just took. All right, wait. What's the distance? It's like take when you golf and take the little grass, throw it in the wind. What's the wind? Okay, let me lick my finger. What's the okay? You had to figure out what was what with him, and I think you're able to do that in a 7-game series. Mm-hmm. But if this was his peak for some reason, as you're saying, I would expect him to for sure get 1 and at least get back twice.
And if he elevates to the alien that we think he is,
I expect 2. Maybe you go 3. Maybe you lose another one, but you go 2 more. But the reason I say that's just my expectation. Again, it's the reason why I didn't pick them to win is watching the NBA and the way the NBA works.
Yeah.
Usually when you see that guy that becomes a Don Dada, Bird, Magic, Kareem, Jordan, LeBron, they get 1. Mm-hmm. They might not get a bunch. Joker got 1. Giannis got 1. You can get 1 in the league when you're that guy. You get a 5-year period where you're that guy, you can sneak in 1. And you're that guy, you go multiple. LeBron, Steph, Kobe, that. But and Wemby should be that ilk. The only reason why I say the hesitancy, if you'd asked me 5 years ago, Wemby, I'd have put everything on it. Put the baby, I'm putting the house on it. The reason why I'm hesitant now, the second apron and the way it's structured, and guys are coming in so early now that by the time they're 23, 24, it's like, for instance, Dylan Harper's 20. Have you seen him play? Did he look like a normal 20-year-old to you?
He is not a normal 20-year-old, no.
So by the time it's like, does he dip? Excuse me. Does he say, hey,
yeah,
somebody might want to pay me an incredible, do I want to stay here and work it out? Or do I want to go get my own team?
100%.
And that's why I'm like, it's no given. Oh, he'll win a bunch. It's like, dude, the Thunder are sitting there saying, man, if J-Dub played, we win.
Mm-hmm.
It took y'all 7. He only played 53, 54 minutes the entire series.
Yep.
So the Thunder, do they bounce back? Do the Thunder make a crazy move? Chet, Jalen Williams, and a couple of picks and bring Giannis in?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The Celtics find a way to do something to regroup it. So my point is the assumption that this isn't the era. If you look, somebody put up, there's a great picture of like the 70s, 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, 2000s, 2010s, and then now the 2020s.
Yeah.
You had multiple repeats, right? The 80s was like Lakers, Celtics, Lakers, Philly, Lakers, and you go to the Lakers in the 90s. I mean, the 90s with Bulls, Rockets, Bulls. You had where teams were repeating.
Yep.
And you kind of knew those teams are going to be there. It's not like that now. 8 years in a row.
A different champ.
There's no guarantee. You get Rob G. You get what I'm saying? You feel me on that, or?
Yeah, absolutely. But I will say with Victor Wembanyama specifically is to Kerry's point, if he never gets any better, just in terms of his skills stay the same.
Yep.
I'll take the over on 1.5.
You'll still take the over.
Just because
getting back or rings?
Rings. Because this specific series and the way he lost, his skills could be the exact same, but his maturity level is going to be different. Mm-hmm. He's going to get into a situation and be like, hey, I don't need to settle for an 18-foot pull-up. Yep. I'll just get to the rim. Mm-hmm. And I don't have to develop a left hand. I can shoot 35% from 3 just the same way I did this season. And just be the same player, but be more mature, seasoned, a veteran. Because you said about these Knicks. These Knicks, I don't think are skill-wise better than they were last year, 2 years, 3 years ago.
Mm-hmm. Right.
But they have cohesion. They're battle tested. They know what they want to do and what they don't want to do in certain situations.
And Mike Brown, to his credit, unleashed a little bit more offensively.
Absolutely. But, like, these Spurs, just in terms of talent, even with the second apron, the main three guys are going to be there unless they pull a James Harden for at least the next 3, 4, 5 years. So I think with them losing the way they did is going to be even better for them. It's going to raise the ceiling even higher.
Well, the one thing I'm going to say about the Spurs, and I don't know if you guys agree with me or not, but I don't think they're going to win until they get a real 4.
They need size on the
They need a power
forward.
forward.
They have all small guards and a 7-11
Yeah,
center.
they're putting all the attention of
7-11 centers.
No,
Who was really a 3, which is crazy.
No, they're putting all the attention on Wemby to do all the dirty work. And so when you talk about being the dirty player, they're asking him to be more physical. They're asking him to do the dirty work things where you need a guy to do that for him. And I think that'll be the biggest difference for them, in my opinion. So as this iteration of them, because people always say, what's their small ball lineup? This is it.
Yeah.
They're starting 5. They're all under 6'7".
Yep, they're starting 4 wings out and then Wemby, who's really a 7'6" wing. Let me ask you this. Do you do something to go get a guy like you're referring to like a Draymond? Not dirty, but he'll do the dirty work. Well, he dirty, yes. He'll strangle you, he'll choke you, he'll stump on you. But my point is, he is dirty.
Castle plays physical.
He does. He's too small.
No,
they're small. We just mean a power forward.
Couldn't you just say we don't necessarily need an enforcer? We just need guys who are 6'7" and up.
Yeah, I don't say. I'm not meaning just enforcer.
But what I meant was Draymond is the things you would say. Veteran.
Yep.
Play defense. So he keeps up with the trend of that.
Yep.
Can rebound. He's a triple-double guy.
Yeah.
And can guard bigs, even though he's undersized.
I know what you mean, yeah.
But that type of guy.
That type of guy.
Because that's what they were missing, right? At time to time, they needed that. They needed that Horace Grant guy that the Bulls needed. And when he left, they were like, we got to go get a Rodman.
That's what they need.
Yeah.
And then what that does is, we talk about they're going to be back for the next couple of years. The chemistry of this team is off the charts.
Don't tell that to De'Aaron Fox.
No. See, we got so many ways we can go with this because they don't make it to the finals without De'Aaron Fox. He had a terrible finals, 100%, but they don't make it either. If he doesn't come back against OKC, they lose to OKC.
I don't disagree.
Yeah,
but he got jumped on the team bus, though. He got jumped on the team bus.
But see, Kelvin, that's the thing. So, you talk about Darth Vader, you talk about De'Aaron Fox sucking now. This is where we are. It's so
no, this is where he is. Bro, I like De'Aaron Fox. I always said, I was like, man, everybody always talking about Lonzo. Remember, it was a De'Aaron Fox or a Lonzo?
Yeah.
I'm like, De'Aaron Fox is the one. But, man, listen,
bad.
you can have a bad series and still be a good player. De'Aaron Fox is a fine player. That was a rough series. Come on.
Oh, of course. I agree.
Right,
it was rough.
It was rough. All right. Rob G's got some college football news he's going to give us. We'll get it to you next. It is The Odd Couple. Carries in for Rob, Kelvin, Washington on a Magic City Monday, Fox Sports Radio.
Becky Hammond, you'll recall a few years ago, she raised some eyebrows when she was on ESPN during the playoffs talking about Jalen Brunson. She said, quote, if your best player is small, you are not winning. Well, now, flash forward to May 2026, Jalen Brunson is the quarterback of the hottest thing since sliced bread.
Yeah, but wait a minute. And the thing that kills me is now it's about Jalen Brunson, but you said it. When did the team turn around when Mike Brown made a change to where everything was facilitated through
Cat?
Okay,
Big
go ahead.
facts.
I'm just saying that, like you can't have it both ways. Like when they made that change, he played hero ball in those games in Atlanta and they lost, and then he made the change. So is it the change or is it Jalen Brunson?
I think he's playing they're playing better as a whole. He's still the guy. He's the
But
engine.
I'm just saying, like,
yeah. But they finally
change.
found a better offensive way to get
ahead.
everybody involved.
So, of course, with the Knicks headed to the NBA Finals, Becky Hammon was asked about her infamous comments this week. Here's her response.
You're taking a little bit of grief from what you said about Jalen Brunson.
You are. I'm not big in that.
I never said, hey.
Exactly. That's why I'm saying.
No, I mean, I speak from experience, and I never, Allen Iverson got MVP, and he lost in the finals, and I think the two best teams are probably in the West. But I'm up for being proven wrong. And that's the other thing is I think Jalen Brunson's a hell of a player, hell of a player. I'm speaking historically on the NBA with what I said. I don't know why that's being brought, like why everybody's so stuck on that. I said it 2 years ago. I stand by it.
I'm letting you clear the air.
There's no air to be cleared. I said what I said. He proves me wrong. He proves me wrong. I mean, good for him. But I do think the two best teams are in the West.
We know who you like, right?
Oh, well, you know who I'm cheering for.
Hey, I'm with Becky. Becky, I'm with you. I stand with Becky. She's talking about historical. She is. We've talked about it before. She's not breaking any news. And when the Knicks lose with Jalen Brunson, is anybody going to go back to her and go, "Hey, Becky, you were right"? How many people going to go back to Becky and say she was right? No. So I'm glad that she didn't back down. She's not like some of the callers with Kelvin. You know what I'm saying?
Let me calling you back. Rob. Okay, you right, Rob. I'm sorry I called.
I don't have any issue with Becky. She's talking about historically. She's backed it up. Allen Iverson was an MVP. Mm-hmm. Allen Iverson did come to Los Angeles, Rob G, and win game 1 of the NBA Finals, right?
Stepped over Ty Lue.
And then what happened?
That was it.
That was it. That's all I'm saying. And it doesn't mean are the Knicks for sure going to win the NBA championship? And then you can put that to rest. And she said it. If he proves me wrong, I'll gladly acknowledge that he was right. He was right and I was wrong.
You know what I love about her? That she stood on business. She was on some Rob Parker. I call her Becky Parker right now. She was her brand muffin bag. She was consistent with it. No, listen, she's right. And I want her to be so wrong, just as a, not the tallest person in the world. Formerly 4'11" in high school. I told you that. Thank God I grew some.
I can't believe you were 4'11".
I know. I can't believe it. I told you all.
You had to be bullied, right? Did they bully you?
No. What? Come on now. See, now you took it too far.
Why?
Come on, man.
I would have bullied you if you were 4'11" in high school.
First of all.
I was 6'1".
First of all, your boy had hands.
Okay.
Second of all, your boy's charming. Are you kidding me? What was it with bullying? You know what I'm saying? Third of all, I was cool with the ladies and the teachers and everybody was cool. I was cool. I was like,
the girls thought you were like cute, right?
Well, the juniors and seniors, they just put me on the hip like a little baby. They said, now when you go through puberty, come here. Come here. You so cute when you get older. I was like, so yeah, juniors and seniors a little rough.
I can't imagine. I was never 4'11". I don't think.
Well, I think you were for me. I don't think you came out the womb 6'4". Okay, but I kept growing. So my point is, I wanted to be wrong, but history has proven we only really have, Rob, 2 examples. Zeke, which, as you know, you obviously spent all those years in Detroit. Isaiah Thomas, Zeke. And then Steph Curry, more recently. That's really it. We have guys who were good. We have guys who gotten close. We have guys who were dominant. But those are the only 2. We got Steve Nash, back-to-back MVP. But he never got to the finals. We got Chris Paul.
There were a lot,
arguably the best player at point guard for a decade. He got to the finals when he was like third or fourth fiddle with the Suns, but I mean he never got there when he was with the good teams, when he was with the Rockets, when he was with the Clippers, never able to do it. Allen Iverson, as she mentioned, he got there. He was that guy for years. We know that. Never could quite pull it off. So I want her to be wrong, but unfortunately history has proven that she's right. Were you in New York when this took off?
What? It's Simber. Hey, who's that there? Rocking. What?
Boy, this was one. Fox Sports Radio. Kelvin Washington, Gary Rhodes. on a Magic City Monday. He is, of course, in for Rob today. By the way, train to push past the pain, not athletes, just people. Trafficked every day right here in the United States, sometimes by someone they trusted during the World Cup. Please help us break the silence. Visit bluecampaign.gov/World Cup to learn more, paid for by Department of Homeland Security. And so make sure you take full advantage of that. Say something. We'll give you an update. We got Iran and New Zealand here coming up in less than 10 minutes. We'll give you an update on that.
Iran, number one.
Are they?
I'm hoping.
All right. Well,
they could use it right now.
They could use it right now. Well, listen, they're in L.A., and Rob G was telling us, obviously, when you're mixing politics with sports, you got a friend, you got a homie that got some free tickets. Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
What do I got to do?
I'm not being funny. I mean, listen, it's political, right? A lot of people don't want to. We're in the middle of a war with Iran.
Are we?
Peace. See, here you go. I'm just telling you where it is.
I don't know. I just grew up not putting myself in other people's business.
Yeah, and so I would imagine there's a lot of people who don't feel comfortable, don't want to go. So there's that. But speaking of OPN, other people's news, and OPB, I meant other people's business, we're going to go to Steve DeSager. We got some college football business here, Steve.
Breaking news from Fox Sports.
Well, he's been in the news for quite a bit now. Quarterback Brendan Sorsby of Texas Tech, as NFL Network put it, well, his college career is over. The fight is over. He is headed to the NFL. NFL Network and many others now reporting that Sorsby is applying to enter the NFL supplemental draft. Just today, the NCAA asked an appeals court for an expedited resolution. Don't wait till after the college football season before it kicks off. Can you give us a ruling? That district judge, they said in Texas, overstepped in granting Sorsby that temporary injunction, allowing him to return to college football. Apparently, college football is not his future.
Yeah, and I thought, thank you, Steve, that he got off, Kerry, and you and I don't think we had a chance to talk about it. I thought he got off way too easy. Rob and I did discuss it because it's one thing if you found out, oh, man, he put a bet here and a bet there or something. To bet multiple times on your team and to basically have a judge say, well, I mean, if he's not going to be good if he's away from the team, how's he going to learn? How's he going to grow? Where's the learning in the lesson? Where's the learning and the accountability?
Yeah.
Nobody expects a kid to be perfect. Nobody expects anybody to be perfect. But at a certain point, you have to accept the responsibility and accountability. And the idea that you can do that, bet on the team, and then just be like, well, he's going to lose so much if he's away from the team and away. That's the decision he made when he made it. Again, not just a singular act, but multiple. So where were you? Where were you on that?
Yeah, I think I thought he should have lost his amateur status and just go to the NFL. He's a talented enough player. Hopefully, he's able to get this fixed because this has become a problem in all sporting worlds and venues. So, yes, I thought he shouldn't be playing the college football anymore.
Well, it'll be interesting to see too. First and foremost, bro, get your life together.
Yes,
I mean that, and I mean that sincerely. Like, don't listen, because what's the point of getting to the pros, getting millions of dollars if you still have those demons and those issues, right? And it maybe even make it worse, exasperated. So, hope he gets his life together first and foremost. They say he's talented enough to go early, first day, maybe second day, and second round, third round or something. So. Hopefully, again, somebody will take a chance on him and he can get his life together. But I thought that just the idea that he got a slap on the wrist from the judge was absolutely insane, in my opinion.
Right.
Carries around. We got more NBA Finals talk.
We are Fox Sports.
It's the Odd Couple. You know what time it is. It's your boys.
Let's get it. The Odd Couple is fun.
Check.
And informative.
Check.
What's up, America? You want to talk sports with 1.5 of the best-looking guys in the game?
That game was incredible.
You are wrong. You'll be king of the water cooler.
What's it like working with Rob? Rob in his mind is like Chris Rock mixed with Richard Pryor, so I'm running out of fake laughs. Ha ha, Rob. Rob is very passionate.
Son, you ain't ready for this. I don't have BS in my game. I'm straightforward. I'm honest. You say Brady's the greatest quarterback of all time, but Eli Manning beat him twice. And of course, it doesn't hurt that I'm right most of the time. Kelvin is the nice guy, wants to make everybody feel warm and fuzzy.
You done? Let me tell you the truth. I bring the energy, a youthful energy. Rob's not gonna see this, is he? And I bring an honest opinion.
Michael Jordan, I can't take it anymore. I need a break. I'm gonna go play baseball.
Trash Talking Tuesday is the best.
It's a great opportunity for folks to call in and they get to trash whomever.
Who you trashing, Roger?
I'm trashing LeBron James and Michael Jordan.
Oh, okay.
They can't even hold Wilt Chamberlain's shoes.
Stop talking about the king like that. It's a new era. Let LeBron be the best, please.
I only recognize one king in the United States, and that's Burger King. The connection with the Odd Couple audience is incredible. We really invite them in.
And they can relate, whether it be things about our own personal lives or our takes on sports.
Love you guys. You guys are killing it.
Hey, we appreciate you. Thank you for rocking with your boys.
They feel like it's just my guys, just my friends, and they join right in on the show.
We talk with the listeners, not at them.
Obviously, you can listen to us live, but you can still check out the podcast. You can check out our YouTube. You can check us out on social media. So in any way you want to get it, you can get it.
Yes.
There's some yelling. It is some hot takes. It's a whole lot of fun. I'll give you that.
It is fun. I agree. Begrudgingly.
The Odd Couple.
Sports talk that's too good and too fun.
Texas Tech quarterback Brendan Sorsby is applying to enter the NFL supplemental draft, which is due to happen in July. The late game at the World Cup today in front of a huge crowd in Los Angeles, just about to kick off Iran against New Zealand. That was the site in Los Angeles of the Americans' dominant opening win on Friday. U.S. star Christian Pulisic did practice on the side in Southern California today. Due to his calf injury, he only played the first half of the opener. Tonight in Miami, Uruguay dominated the second half, eventually got a goal in the 80th minute to tie Saudi Arabia 1-1. Belgium tied Egypt 1-1 in Seattle, and a shocker in Atlanta, Spain in a scoreless tie, 0-0 final against Cape Verde in its World Cup debut. To Major League debut, to not his Cardinals debut, ex-Dodgers Dustin May. 5 perfect innings, Cards up 3-0 into 5 on the Padres.
I've been covering this league since 1987.
Can this sports writer and this sports fan share a radio show without driving each other crazy? Now, live from the Fox Sports Radio studios, here's Fox Sports Radio's Odd Couple, Rob Parker and Kelvin Washington.
Hour number 3
Number
already.
3.
That's right, numero tres. Been a great one thus far. Kelvin Washington, Kerry Rhodes, who's in for Rob on this Magic City Monday. Still got a lot more to get to. Dylan Harper, some conversations about him and how he felt about how this series went as well. We got to talk about that. Plus, we'll get into some Jalen Brunson conversation here in just a moment. But I do want to remind you, we'd like to welcome in our new affiliate. That's right, we got a new one. Alex, give it up for applause for Hilo, Hawaii. Fox Sports Radio 670 AM and 98.5 FM KPUA. Their lead president and general manager, Chris Leonard. So to all our new listeners in Hawaii, thank you for turning in. And shout out to Hilo, Hawaii. My bad, Hilo. Hilo, Hawaii. I want to make sure we start off on the right foot, Hawaii. So Hilo, Hawaii there, 670 AM and 98.5 FM KPUA. So we appreciate you all, our listeners. That's dope, man. Next time we go out there with the family, if somebody, oh, man, a couple in the building, that'd be awesome. So
you
we
know what,
appreciate
K-Dot? And shouts to their fish, their national fish. Uno nupu nupu apua'a. Don't ask how I know that.
Why do you know that?
Don't worry about that.
That's forgetting Sarah Marshall.
Okay.
I love you.
Alex, I got you, brother. I am very aware of most of it.
You're so cool.
I'm very aware. Yes.
You're so cool.
Look at that. All I need, y'all can have all the titles of the movie. I just need to know the fish good.
So
do I grill it? Do I Cajun it? Do see what do I do? Char roll? Okay.
Slow bait.
So shout out to them. And by the way, for over 40 years, Tire Rack's been helping customers find the right tires for how, for what, and for where they drive. Ship fast and free. Backed by free road hazard protection with convenient installation options like mobile tire installation. TireRack.com. It is the way tire buying should be. And again, as always, check us out on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
Rob G, any Odd Mobians, YouTubians, Odd Mob couples?
Oh, I got several. Some of them I can't read on the air. Some of them I can read on the air.
I've seen some of them.
Yes.
You have?
Yeah.
The one I did want to point out, though, Aggravated Man 365.
No, I see where this is
negative.
going.
Here we go.
Aggravated Man.
He says, "Where's Rob Parker? BICCCH at?"
I was wrong.
I think he was ready to get at Rob.
It seems like a lot of people
probably
are ready
the
to get
Spurs.
at Rob.
Well, he did say the Spurs were not going to lose another game. And boy, did they lose. And the thing about it is they didn't just lose. It happens, right? They lost in epic fashion.
Yes.
29-point leads, I should say.
29.
15 up 16 last game, up double digits in every game. And again, it just proved my whole point to Rob. And I said this to him a million times, just to repeat it one more time real quick, which we'll get into Jalen Brunson. I'll have Rob G set us up for that. It's just experience. That was my whole thing. And you mentioned something last hour. I kept telling him he wants to fire Mitch Johnson. I said, no, the Spurs were ahead of schedule. I think the Spurs organization loved their new coach. He's been around the organization.
He said fire Mitch Johnson already?
Yes.
Come on, man.
Rob G, am I lying? He said fire him after the 29-point.
He did.
Come on.
But I already knew he was going to say it. Rob G on our phone said, let me guess, fire Mitch Johnson. Yeah.
Oh my
but my thing is, yes, that's inexcusable and unforgivable. But my thing is, I said to him, and I believe this, that the Spurs were like, we won 30-something games, I think 33 last year.
Mm-hmm.
In their minds, I thought they'd be high 40s, with the healthy Wemby, maybe touch 50, get in the first, second round, the incremental growth. What is happening when that's happening? They're learning and growing experience. He is too. I don't think they expected a 38, 39-year-old coach to be in Game 7s versus the Thunder and then in the NBA Finals and against a grizzled Knicks team and a coach who's been there before. Like, they skipped a few, lessons. And I think Mitch Johnson was in that thing like, somebody give me my pomade. And he was trying to figure this thing out. And like the idea that I'm not firing my young coach who I believe in. The Spurs organization is too well run for that. But I'm like, why am I think he just had to go through it. That you would hope maybe, he kind of go through it. Maybe get in the postseason one or two more times, then you're in the finals. Not just jump straight to the finals, and he's got to figure this thing out on the fly with a bunch of young guys, first, second year, and third year guys. So that's all. I wasn't on the team fire Mitch Johnson. I think he was outcoached from a Mike Brown who's a vet. He's had many of his own teams. Dude, he's coached LeBron. He's coached Kobe.
He's had his
been
lumps.
with the Warriors.
Yes.
He's like, no, that's a guy who's been around the block and knows what he's doing. And he's had his lumps, absolutely, which is why there was some criticism of him. It's like, is this the guy? Right. And to his credit, he proved him right. And so did Jalen Brunson, Rob G.
Oh, shout out to Jalen Brunson, Short Kings stand up. I'm standing up right now. You can't tell.
I saw you. I saw a little rise. I saw the elbow do this right here. I said,
look, man, Jalen Brunson, unanimous Finals MVP among 11 voters because he had 45 points in the clincher. He was the only guy on their team who wasn't afraid of the moment, at least in the first half.
Yep.
Shot 4-7 from three-point range, 13 to 15 from the foul line, 15 points in the fourth quarter. They needed all 15 to get the win. Just for context, what Jalen Brunson has done during this run here. Became one of only 4 players, including Michael Jordan, Giannis, Bob Pettit, to score at least 45 in the closeout game. Okay. Joins Kareem, MJ, Bill Walton as the only players ever to win an NCAA National Championship, Naismith College Player of the Year, an NBA title, and an NBA Finals MVP.
Wow.
Shout out to Jalen freaking Brunson.
And all of that, what you just said to me, Rob G, is why he's going to be a Hall of Famer. Jalen Brunson will be a Hall of Famer. Now, shout out to Deion Sanders. One of the things I always loved, he always said is when some of these guys start getting the NFL Hall of Fame, it tell you what, baby, we're going to have some wings in that thing. Because it's going to have to be a wing with me, and because he's right. Like, to put, let's say Eli sneaks in.
Yep.
And then Deion Sanders and Barry Sanders sitting there like, hey, that dude's with Joe Montana, like, he with us?
Yeah.
So I say that to say we'll see what wing Jalen Brunson will get into when his career is over. Mm-hmm. I think there's still much to be desired. He's 29 years old, so I think he's got 4 more All-Stars and 5 more All-Star games appearances. Yep. He'll have a few more, 2, 3 All-NBA, whatever the team may be, and those things like that. Maybe clutch player, whatever. But the reason he's going to get there is because you just mentioned it, Rob G. There's something to be said about a dude at the end of this, we all just kind of scratched our chin and, now that I think about it, I don't know why this dude was the 33rd pick or whatever. This dude is simply a winner,
yes.
Kerry.
Yes.
High school.
Yes.
Too small, too this, not at the check, win.
Yeah.
College, but you ain't going to be Duke, North Carolina, Kansas, win.
Twice.
You lucked out, okay, but win. Dang, okay. All right, well, you're still too small, still probably not in shape enough in their minds. He didn't, he's not ripped up like Russell Westbrook and all. Okay, 33rd pick. Okay, cool. Plays well with Luka.
Yep.
To the tune of like, oh, dang, maybe he might be actually a real player in these streets.
Uh-huh.
The Knicks get him. That's a terrible signing. Well, New York, that's the best you can do. Plays well. 50 wins for that team. First time they had it in decades that they had the 50, 3 straight seasons.
Mm-hmm.
Inching closer in the playoffs, all-star appearances, clutch board.
All-NBA.
All-NBA,
mm-hmm.
Big facts.
Mm-hmm.
And what does he do? And this is the key part for me. He got to the finals, and I love this part, that he didn't play well those first couple games,
mm-hmm.
right?
Mm-hmm.
He was inefficient. He was kind of hero ball, and I think I said, Kerry, that I think some of that, the mushing by Wemby, the pushing around, Stephon Castle just shoving him.
Yeah.
I think he took it too personally where he was like trying to show him too much and it kind of got out of his own flow and the team flow in game 3. And that's what got them out of that rhythm. But to see what he did in the last 2 games to the tune of that 45-piece masterpiece.
Yes.
What he was able to do, how he did it, trying to work around and see if guys are going to come with me. I got my dog, Karl-Anthony Towns. Okay, he is not playing today. The brother got 2 points, and he fouling any and everybody. Yeah. Some of them wasn't good calls. I'll give him that. Yes. But he's not with me. Wasn't with me the game before.
Mm-mm.
Thank God for OG.
Yep.
And I think he knew, I got to get this done. And he had that stone-cold killer in him.
He did.
That stone-cold, I'm getting it done. And between high school, remember, this isn't the NBA Hall of Fame. This is Naismith Basketball Hall of Fame.
Yep.
High school, college, two championships, now finals MVP, and he's 29. And who knows what else he'll do the next 5-6 years, Kerry?
Yeah.
And my last point, there's a lot of guys that we will put ahead of him we have when his career, when it's about to be said and done, nigga, he's going to be able to be like, hey, you know, why is he over me? Why is Damian Lillard over me? Top 75 player.
Ooh.
But, like, why?
I know.
And you're going to be like, well, ooh. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Why is Kyrie? Kyrie, talent-wise, we all see that. Don't get it twisted.
I know.
But I'm talking about what he'll have. That, like, you're like, why? And there'll be a handful of people when his career is done that he'll be able to say, I hear you. A little more aesthetically pleasing to me. I get that. But why him over me? Because all I did was win.
Yeah.
And a lot of people wrote him off, or he's this, he's that, and he kept getting it done. And now you look at the Naismith Hall of Fame. Look, me and Rob both agree. It ain't the NBA.
Yeah.
Because there's some players in there I would be, hold on now, y'all got to get out if this was just strictly your NBA career.
Yeah, you're talking about Arvydas Sabonis and those cats. Like, they're Hall of Famers.
Yeah, I'll take him out just because he was mostly the world. But I mean, even some NBA players.
Yeah.
There's some NBA players you like, he got in? Hold up.
Yeah, the thing about Jalen, and you know, I know a lot about Jalen. He got drafted to my Dallas Mavericks, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I remember when he got drafted, same draft as Luka. They came in the same time. And I remember them kind of going through the process. They were close, really, really good buddies, and you could see their rapport starting to build. And you can also start to see in that rookie year, Jalen didn't get a lot of time. He played a little bit, and you could kind of see like we weren't sure.
Right.
Year 2 came, started to get more playing time. He was more getting into that 6-man role, and he was coming off, giving Luka some reprieve from handling the ball with the second unit. And he wasn't even looking to score. He was more of a distributor. He was more of a floor general, and you saw that. Then that third year came,
right?
And Luka got hurt in the playoffs.
Yep.
And JB had to really man the ship. And you're looking like, hold up, he got 30 points against Utah. And then you're like, okay, wait a minute. Oh, he's got 40. And you could see where he could go. And you could see how he learned how to play that position and learn how to be the killer that he is today. So I saw it building. Since for me, when he got traded to New York, I knew he was going to be a great pickup, but not this. I'm not going to even say I thought. I don't think anybody could have saw this. They talked to Jay Wright, his college coach.
Yep.
He didn't even know this was the version we was going to get.
They talked to his dad. Rick Brunson said, I knew he'd be make it to the league. I didn't think he was going to be all this.
And so just with that being said and what he's been able to achieve and the level that he's been able to do it at in the biggest market in the world, and I know how that market goes.
Played there, yeah.
If I'm sure there's been games when people are like, oh, this is the best thing since sliced bread. And I'm sure there's been moments when they're saying he's too small, he can't get it done. Like, I know these things exist in the same universe.
Yep.
And so for him to be able to man this thing and be the undeniable leader and also just be the killer that he is and go out and get this thing done, there's no way he's not that guy.
Postseason Jalen Brunson is what we thought James Harden would be.
Yes, we hoped he would be. I don't even think thought, Kelvin. I think hoped.
We not even know. You thought because you thought it was given because you saw regular season. 36
Sure.
and 12. Like, that's So you thought this because watch this, Kerry Rhodes.
Okay, go ahead.
Great players in the NBA elevate when the pressure's on when it matters most.
Yes, they do.
That's what made them great.
But we saw James Harden in his first year when they made it to the championship. He's coming off the bench, and he didn't do it then.
It might have been written on the wall then.
Yes,
We just thought like, oh, no, that was just a fluke. He was young.
No, he did it in the first one.
Jalen Brunson is what a lot of players we think
I know what you're talking about.
are. And again, he's not as naturally gifted, meaning he's not faster, he's not athletic as some of these guys.
Yeah.
But when it's time to kill and to win the game and to inspire a team, in some cases drag a team. Yeah. Oh, y'all ain't got it? Okay, come on. I got y'all. Just come on. He's been able to do that. And again, you look at him last year, and he's kept inching closer and closer, right? Second round a couple years ago. Last year, get to the Eastern Conference Finals, Game 7 versus the Pacers. Got a chance to got in there last year. You never know once you get there. This year, get there, get it done. Down double digits in 5 straight games. That's cool. Let me drag these dudes.
Yeah.
And again, obviously, OG Cat was great the first 2 games. I don't make it like they didn't do anything at all. I was screaming Anunoby's praises for sure.
Yeah.
But my point is, you knew, and this is the difference with the Spurs, you knew that Jalen Brunson and the Knicks, we knew we had a closer. And when I was watching him, left-handed, crafty, not the fastest, I'm like, oh, that's what we thought James Harden would be.
Man.
Oh, James Harden thought we could close games out. You thought he could lead teams, drag teams, in making that. He's even had some maybe better teams than the Knicks as far as throughout the Rocket years, some other teams.
Yeah.
You thought James Harden could do that. And I watched him like that's the difference. A dude that said, I don't care, we're getting it done. But if you check the track record, that's been him. High school, college, now in the pros.
Yeah, I mean, you threw James Harden out there. I would throw in Donovan Mitchell as well.
I don't know. That's fair.
We thought he could do it as well.
That's fair. I think because Donovan hasn't been as spectacular as James Harden. Like he's never been an MVP candidate.
Sure.
Harden had a 4-year, 5-year run.
I know what you mean. Yeah.
Where look at Jason.
Hey,
Smith
look at him. He can't contain it at all. Look at him. He's doing.
Hey, I'm gonna call that boy Jason Brunson. Look at Jason Brunson right now.
Look at him. Hey, look at him flexing away. Fade away.
Hey, with the left hand too. All right, 8-7. I peeped it. Yeah, 877-99 on Fox. Rob G, you just real quick before we break. Just your thought. Am I crazy for like that's what we thought Harden would be? Being able to drag a team, just that a guy. I'm using him as an example because kind of crafty like that, left hand guys make shot that you're like, that's what we were always kind of thought he would be
for sure. And I'll tell you another thing that I think, and this to me feels like an even bigger compliment to him, is few guys can say in the pantheon of the NBA that they maximize their ability more than Jalen Brunson has. To your point, he's listed at 6'2". Nobody thinks he's 6'2".
He's 6 max. I'll give him 6.
He's listed at 190. Everyone's like, he's a little more than 190, right? He's not fast. He's not explosive. He is tenacious. Yep. He is skilled. He knows that I'm unathletic. He knows that I can't jump out of the gym. So I'm going to use that to my advantage. I'm going to use my big body. I'm going to use angles. I'm going to do whatever I have to do to get the job done. And that's something that I think is even more impressive to me because there's the NBA and sports in general are littered
talented dudes
throughout history. Yeah. This guy is incredible. Man, do you remember watching this guy play? Man, he could jump out of the gym. He could do it. Jalen Brunson can't do any of that stuff.
Yeah.
But he found a way to turn whatever advantages he had, whether it's having a dad as a former NBA player or having a great coach in college at Villanova, and he maximized every single ounce of talent that he had. And I think that's going to be what I'm going to remember him most about.
I like that.
I love that.
Yeah.
Absolutely love that. 877-99 on Fox. Couple of great ways of looking at it. Did that solidify him as a Hall of Famer? Nobody's saying he's the best players of all time. That will still be left to be determined where his – but
exactly, yeah.
You know how the Naismith NBA Hall of Fame is, or in Basketball Hall of Fame. Was that enough? Was there more? Did he maximize his talent? Jalen Brunson, did he do it for the small guys? 877-99 on Fox. I wasn't talking about you, Roger.
He threw his hands up 13 times.
I'm claiming it. It's fine.
He claimed that one.
Yeah. I think I just, I don't know, I might have been like a half an inch out of the small guy. I might still be right.
You're probably taller than Jalen Brunson.
We might be. Nah.
How tall are you, Kelvin? How tall are you, Kelvin?
6'2".
No.
If he can say 6'2", you can say
if Jalen Brunson is 6'2", I'm 6'2". Mama call him Clay. I'm going to call him Clay.
Oh, my goodness.
Hey, stick with your boys, 877-99 on Fox. Hit us up, Fox Sports Radio. By the way, let's tell them about M-Drive, Kerry.
Look, Kelvin, when M-Drive first came to me, I'll be honest, I never heard of it.
Neither had I, but then I started to pay attention to what was going on in my body. I'm trying to bring svelte back, and I said, hey, let me find out about M-Drive.
Well, look, same. But after 40, energy drops and weight won't move. The gym stopped giving back what you put in.
I don't like how you keep pointing at me when you're saying weight. Mind your business. It's not testosterone, folks. And, of course, you think it's you, but it's not the case. Tell them about testosterone.
Look, it declines after 40, and it takes everything with it.
M-Drive is built for just that thing. So you can take 2 capsules every morning if you wake up, do that. Or you can they have a powder form version. It works the same. Alex always makes us our smoothies as well. The ingredients that support healthy testosterone, energy, and metabolism.
Look, here's what got me, all right? A scientist named Gary Kehoe built this thing almost 20 years ago for himself, and after feeling the same change.
And you know what? Of course, we're both working on our health, trying to do right. M-Drive is a part of that.
Over 1 million men use it, Kelvin.
60-day money-back guarantee.
Look, we're in the middle of this, and so far, I mean, I'm
both
already
agree it's working?
Yeah, you see it, right?
I see it.
mdriveformen.com. Code COUPLE, 20% off your first order.
mdriveformen.com.
M-Drive for men who still show up.
For sure.
Rob G., Charles Barkley had something really interesting to say about Jalen Brunson.
That's right. We're counting down tip-off of Game 2 of the NBA Finals. Knicks up 1-0 here in San Antonio in this NBA Finals. And Charles Barkley, friend of the show, friend of the program, was on PTI earlier this week with Michael Wilbon, Tony Corners, and more friends of the program. We love all those guys.
Absolutely. I know everybody.
And even though Rob's on the Wemby train, and rightfully so, there's a lot of people right now jumping on the Jalen Brunson bandwagon, including our friend the Chuckster, who had some very high praise for the diminutive point guard.
Listen, I said this a few years ago. I think Brunson might turn out to be the greatest free agent signing. I'm not talking about LeBron and Kevin Durant and guys like that, but I think Brunson, if he's able to deliver a championship to New York, it'll be the greatest free agent signing in NBA history. There's nobody knew he was going to be this good. I didn't. You guys, nobody. No. When New York signed him, they didn't think he was going to be this good. He's turned them into a perennial contender. They went from never being talked about to the conference finals last year. Now they're in the finals because of Brunson. So if he's able to finish this journey, Mike, it would be the greatest free agent sign in NBA history.
I think, Keith, you can go first. And I think he even had to stop himself because there's some big free agents who have done way more than Brunson. I get it about the caliber compared to the other guys. But, Keith, what's your take on Barkley in this?
Yeah, first off, job not finished, job finished, job not finished. They still have to go out and win the finals, okay? I understand.
I agree with that.
I understand Charles has to, have some hot takes. He has to, have a hyperbolic take, like something like that. He's got to say something like that with his chest. I'll say this, though. For the New York Knicks, it's already set in stone. NBA all-time, it's tough to say. I guess, I didn't like the part where he said not talking about LeBron and KD. Why not?
Right.
They won championships joining the teams that they joined, but I guess it's because it felt like they joined super teams, right? They joined a team that already had stars. This Knicks team didn't have stars when Brunson came here. The credit goes to Leon Rose. It also goes to Rick Brunson. Leon Rose was an agent with CAA. Rick Brunson was one of his clients. They are close, like family friends. And when they took a chance to bring Jalen here, Knicks fans, right at WFAN, I remember doing shows and talking. People thought it was a mid move. They thought that they were like, they didn't understand why they were doing it. They're like, this is typical Knicks. These guys don't know what they're doing. Why are they doing this? And the Knicks never have a point guard. They finally found their point guard. And look where they are today. And look at how polished this dude is, how much of a lion this dude is. Nobody knew that, but you know who knew it? Leon Rose, Rick Brunson, and James Dolan, who hired Leon Rose to do the job. So I think for the Knicks, it's set in stone. And I think you can mention it with LeBron and with KD, even more so because he did not join superstars like Steph Curry or Dwayne Wade. You know what I'm saying? Like, if anything, they started to add around him. They went out and added Cat, OG Anunoby, Bridges. They added guys around. Even had to go add Josh Hart. They added to Jalen Brunson.
Yeah, I don't think you can make that claim in the NBA, and I get it. The Knicks haven't won since Moby Dick was a guppy, so I get the reason why Barkley would even say that because it would be monumental. They haven't won since the 70s. You know what I mean? Yes, they went to the finals before in 94. They went in 99. I get that, but it's been since the 70s that they actually won a championship. So it would be huge. But when you look at LeBron going to Miami and then, going to 4 straight NBA finals, right? Winning 2 championships, KD by himself elevated what you think about the Warriors, right? As good as Steph and Clay and Draymond, they choked down a 3-1 lead. What happened when KD got there? They became unbeatable. So you can't poo-poo KD's presence and what he was able to do with Golden State. They begged him to come, Keith. Why did they beg him to come? They just choked down a 3-1 lead, the first team in NBA history to give up a 3-1 lead in the finals, right? So
yeah, I think when you think about it, though, it's just because we all knew it was game, set, match. Remember back then they were calling KD a cupcake. It wasn't that type of thing. I think a lot is to be said about how you enter and, kind of under-promise and over-perform for Jalen Brunson.
We left out one other guy, and Shaq, and the Shaq factor. right?
But he was joining Kobe.
Okay, but they went and got him for a reason, and when he got there, they became a juggernaut. They won 3 in a row, and they went. What did they go, Rob? 4 out of 5. Rob G, 4 out of 5. I mean, I'm just saying, his impact. That's another free agent. He was a free agent.
I don't know what you meant by you know one of them.
Hey, I mean, you know. Hey, yo.
We're live.
Yo, we're live.
Pause.
That boy Neos, I don't know who that is. You and me. It ain't just you and me. It's you and us.
Us.
No, I'm serious. Bro,
Us.
Bro got like
he's got
9, 10 of them.
He's got a little stable. Got a stable.
No,
got a
I'm dead
stable.
serious.
Hold on, kill the music, Alex.
He's got a stable.
He's public with. He has several women. And
Really?
Yes.
like when he does a show, and thank you for coming out, woo! And he goes to the sprinter.
Yep.
6,
Stop.
7 of them. It's a
No,
fact.
he has a rotation.
He has
For
a
real.
whole wife, like women, like they live together, they do life together.
You know what?
Yeah.
If you think monogamy is just a type of wood, I respect that.
Yeah.
I'm a.
What?
It ain't for me.
What?
That sound good. All dudes' dreams.
It ain't for me.
That sounds good.
I don't know.
Rob G. That's Rob G. staring at the computer. He know that. He like he don't want to
look it up.
It sounds good.
It ain't.
But
Kel, it don't
Bro,
even
I'm
sound.
married. My wife is amazing. I'm blessed.
Yeah.
But the idea of having multiple, like, bro, that's it means why you with her? Why you spending over there? Why you too much time? What'd you get? Why you hugging up on? What am I time? Did you get me? Said that.
It don't even sound good to me. Is what I'm trying to tell you.
I'm saying when you're young, that sounds good, bro. It's a lot of emotion. That's a lot of jealousy. A lot of who you spending time. That's just that.
You don't think he has that all like preordained though?
Nope.
Like he has like a video where they sit down and watch like, welcome to Neo's group. You're going to be involved for Saturday.
1,000%. I think he thinks it in his mind, and it sounds good.
Yes.
Until she got the better ring. Why'd she get to go with you to this trip? I did. You was with her last, and I thought you was good.
And it can be that way to start.
Yeah,
that's
it's
fine
harmonious.
to start, Alex. But yeah. Human nature takes over.
Human nature kicks in, bro. We're riding. No, that's something. All right, our couple on this here Magic City Monday. I blame you, Neil, for getting us sidetracked. And by the way, the excitement of the FIFA World Cup is now streaming live on Fox One, the official English streaming platform to catch every unforgettable moment. Fox One brings the action straight to your screen so you never miss a goal. Download Fox One and experience the FIFA World Cup live. And speaking of the World Cup, don't miss Team USA's second game of the group stage this Friday, 3 p.m. Eastern, be noon out here in the West on Fox. It's USA versus Australia, live from Seattle. Looking forward to that. That should be a good one. Get to it. All right, Rob G, here's what I'm going to do. We're going to go to Steve, and then we'll take these calls on the other side of what is trending. Hey, Steve.
Well, Texas Tech quarterback Brendan Sorsby is applying to enter the NFL supplemental draft, which is in July. He'll reportedly withdraw his lawsuit on Tuesday and leave college football. The last of the 4 games today in the World Cup going on in Los Angeles right now. On FS1, it's New Zealand, ranked 85th in the world, lowest ranked team in this tournament against Iran, but New Zealand's been the better team in the first half. The game's on FS1. That goal in the 7th minute got him the lead. A couple minutes ago, Iran's shot hit the post, did not go in. So right now at the 25th minute, it is still New Zealand, 1-0 advantage. The game in Miami earlier today saw Saudi Arabia up for much of the game, but Uruguay tied at 1-1. That was the final on a goal in the 80th minute. Uruguay outshot them 29-7. Belgium and Egypt tied 1-1 in Seattle. Another 67,000 on hand for that game. And the shocker to start the day in Atlanta, Spain, a scoreless tie against Cape Verde in its World Cup debut, a team that had qualified by winning its group in Africa this past year. Cape Verde is off the coast of West Africa. Population about 500,000, roughly the population of Fresno, California. 4 games on Tuesday. The first 3 will be on Fox TV, starting with France against Senegal tomorrow, 3 p.m. Eastern Time. The Americans play Friday, and the U.S. star Christian Pulisic did practice on the side today due to his calf injury. He only played the first half of the opener. Canada's captain Alphonso Davies was still limited at practice today due to a hamstring injury. Neymar of Brazil is still not practicing at all, out for the month with a calf injury. The excitement of the FIFA World Cup is now streaming live on Fox One, the official English streaming platform to catch every unforgettable moment. Fox One brings the action straight to your screen so you never miss a goal. Download Fox One and experience the FIFA World Cup live. And speaking of World Cup, don't miss Team USA's second game of the group stage this Friday, 3 p.m. Eastern, noon Pacific on Fox. It's the USA versus Australia, live from Seattle. To Major League Baseball tonight, ex-Dodger pitcher Dustin May is the starter in St. Louis. For the Cardinals, he was perfect through 6 innings, then allowed a walk and a single in the 7th. At the end of 7, Cardinals lead the Padres 3-0. May with 7 scoreless innings, just the 1 hit, 1 walk allowed, 5 strikeouts. Philadelphia had Zach Wheeler on the mound. He got the win, going 6 scoreless innings, 9 strikeouts. Philly 7-0 over Miami, the final. The Reds still lead 9-0 on the Mets in the top of the 7th. Eugenio Suarez with 2 home runs, including a grand slam in the first 2 innings. Also, the Cubs lead the Rockies 1-0 in the top of the 6th inning. At the College World Series, Texas eliminated Alabama 14-2. Bottom of the 8th, it's Oklahoma 4-3 over Georgia. Back to you.
Steve, thank you. It's the Odd Couple on a Magic City Monday. Hopefully been a great day for you. It's been a great show for us. By the way, every day, truck and bus drivers, well, they are out there keeping America moving and working to keep our roads safe. But large and heavy vehicles don't stop like cars. You know that. They need more time and a lot more space. So remember, stay back. Stay safe. America's pros rely on you. Paid for by FMCSA. All right, let's take these calls, Kerry. We were having a conversation that just, I believe at this point, Jalen Brunson, again, I'm not saying he's on the Magic Johnson, Larry Bird level of the Hall of Fame, but just the way that we know the Basketball Hall of Fame is, I think that performance, the way he did it, the way he went about it, he didn't just win one where he was a participant. He came out there and took that game, 2 games in a row, and choked the life out of the Spurs. He's already won 2 in college. He's 1 in high school. He's been an All-NBA. I just think he's in. I just, with the way it goes, not an NBA Hall of Fame, Naismith Basketball Hall of Fame.
Yes.
Maybe I'm crazy. 877-99 on Fox. Let's take some calls.
Let's see if the callers agree with you, Kelvin. We got Dion in Texas. You're on with the Odd Couple, man. How are you?
Hey, I'm doing well, Kerry and Kelvin. Hey, look, Kelvin, hey, man, you ain't got to sell to us that know some basketball. You know exactly what you're talking about, brother. First of all, we need to all trash Rob Parker. I'm glad he ain't on the show today, cause he's getting in his feelings so hard right now. Everybody been on trash him. He picked the Knicks 1-8 in the last 9 games. He picked Cleveland to sweep them, and he picked the Spurs in every single game.
Yep.
And this is why people, and he said Jalen Brunson wasn't a star. Hey, man, check this out.
Boy, I'm glad you're here for these receipts. Alex, are you recording these receipts?
Please record it, because, man, that was blasphemy, man. That was malarkey. I don't know what to say that was. That was just crazy.
I was wrong.
Jalen Brunson has been a 4-year starter. He already has 11,000 career points, and just as a 4-year starter. So that dude is giving New York Knicks fans, he's giving teams buckets, okay? He's the singular reason that team, that organization is stable right now. And then you added some pieces around him, his dad and some friends of his from college. Hey, those dudes are getting the job done. He's a bona fide Hall of Famer for sure, definitely the Naismith Hall of Fame for sure. And you guys, that was a great topic, the way y'all discussed it earlier, man. I expected a lot of players that's bigger and taller and more regarded. This dude's a second-round draft pick. I expect a lot of first-round draft picks to have done what he's accomplished. So this dude is definitely the best American guard, at least right now. Halliburton, I'm not big on him. I need to see what he's going to do when he come back from injury. He was like a one-year wonder, and he performed very well. That was out of nowhere. But this ain't out of nowhere. Jalen Brunson been giving the Knicks fans buckets for 4 straight seasons, 50 wins in a row, all 4 seasons. And, he's that dude, guys, and I appreciate the show. great listening to you.
No
guys.
doubt,
Great.
Dion. Appreciate
Thank you,
you,
brother.
man. Great call, brother. Appreciate you. All right, who we got next? Who next?
He came in with the facts. So we got Justin in Nashville. You're on the Odd Couple, man. How are you?
I'm good. Happy Magic City Monday to you, brother.
No doubt. Same to you. He sounded like he was just left Magic
heard
City.
it?
Where he was
I
at
was like,
Happy
hey.
Magic
I said,
City
hey.
Monday. Just left
I wish.
Cinnamon right now. Threw a few ones in the air. Had a little Henny and Coke.
Oh, man.
Did have a little Henny.
There you go, Justin.
What you got?
Man, so I just want to say on the Jalen Brunson topic, man, of course he's in the Hall of Fame. He just took one of the NBA's most famous teams after a 50-year stint and got them a championship.
Mm-hmm.
If anything, Spike Lee's going to pay that. And give him into the back. So, and also, before I get off the phone, I just want to shout out another small hero of the NBA Finals, Jose Alvarado.
Yeah.
Man, love that kid. He actually played ball with my cousin, Moses Wright, ACC Player of the Year at Georgia Tech. What's up, Moses?
Shout out to Moses.
Yep.
Yeah, so just for him to come home as a Brooklyn native, Puerto Rican dude, man, the Puerto Rican Day Parade was the next day. I mean, this is like some cinematic Disney story stuff. So I just want to shout out Jose Alvarado, man. I'm so proud of you, dude. And then with Jalen Brunson, man, of course he's a Hall of Famer. I'll hang up and listen, guys.
Appreciate it, man. Thank you for the call. I tell you what, Jose Alvarado definitely about to get a Netflix little movie. Like it might not have a big budget. They might only spend $900,000 on it, but he gonna get a movie. He might have to front half of it himself.
Starring Bow Wow?
Gonna be on Tubi?
Yeah, it'll be on Tubi.
Starring Bow Wow.
It'll be I don't even know as him with some braids. No, that's crazy. They got to get somebody else. Would it be starring maybe Trae Young playing him?
You think
Trae Young playing Jose Alvarado?
That'd be crazy.
Let's take one more real quick.
We're going to go one more. Let's see what we got.
Get to it.
Let me get back in here.
And then we're going to give you a World Cup update. We've got a couple of goals since I've turned around, been missing it.
Here we go. We got an Andre in Massachusetts. You're on with the Odd Couple, man. How are you?
What up, Dre?
How you doing? Is Brooklyn in the house?
It's Brooklyn in the house.
Everybody yap about. Jose took his time, made it to the Puerto Rican parade, fresh off of the NBA championship. You know, coming hailing from Brooklyn, or that joined New York, and that's really the heart of the matter when we're talking about Jalen Brunson. He's also one of these Knicks that's loyal to the soil and came back, and that was the vision to end up where we are now. And you know, the point of fact is, I think a lot of folks in the Knicks Nation, we saw what was building. We didn't underestimate him like a lot of other folks because he's not this explosive athlete. You know, it's not the NFL Combine. It's basketball. It's a skill game.
Yep.
He's highly skilled, and he has great resilience because he's been told no. All right, that's the best thing that can happen for young athletes. If somebody tells you no, you're not as good as you think you are, and you have to work through adversity, and that's the true blueprint, and it's turned itself out like we thought. Okay, but he goes to Villanova, just like a Michael Jordan goes to to North Carolina, and he gets actual instruction, so he comes into the NBA as a full-blown adult, ready to work and earn his spot. And so the bottom line is he is the central piece of what we call La Cosa Nova, or the Nova Knicks. That's the foundation with Hart and Mikal Bridges, and we lost Ragu. I want Ragu to be a part of this, but he's in Minnesota. But they established the foundation under the capable leadership of Tom Thibodeau. You bring in Karl Anthony Towns, who's from Jersey. Shout out to Don Bosco. And there's your nucleus. You throw in OG.
All right, Dre, you done gave us the whole Nick rundown. And you know in 72, and then walk Clyde Frazier. And let me tell you, I know you excited, Dre. You've been calling in every day to tell Rob how wrong he is, and the Knicks are going to get it done. Go New York, go New York, go. Boy, that boy, Dre, you let him, boy.
Boy, he was going.
Yeah, and then let me tell you, when Allen Houston made that shot and Larry Johnson in the 4-point play.
And then Latrell Sprewell went for 40.
And if you think about it, when Latrell, what he was doing was he wasn't going to choke that coach.
No, he wasn't going to choke that one because he had Charlie Ward there to protect him.
And Charlie Ward, I don't know if you knew this, he won a Heisman Trophy.
He did win one.
So what he was doing, and then, Pat Riley left the Lakers. He brought championship DNA, but shout out to Andre, man. We're just messing with you, Andre. Hey, great calls. Let's do what we'll do. We got to do a last call. So 877-99 on Fox, 877-99 on Fox. We're the last call. Plus, also, James Dolan Rob G said, Alex said it best. Retention?
Yeah.
Seed retention, lads.
All right. Little
Abstinence wins.
Yeah. So maybe that has something to do with it. You know a little bit about boxing.
Yeah.
Maybe that had something to do with it. There's been other examples of where that was not the case throughout history. We'll get on that as well. 877
Oh, my goodness.
99 on Fox. It is the Odd Couple on a Magic City Monday. Carry in for Rob. Stick with your boys. And we'll get you your World Cup update. We got a couple of goals in this Iran.
Lads, there's a lot to get to.
Yes, Iran, New Zealand match here and Group G. We'll get you that as well. Odd Couple, Fox Sports Radio.
Becky Hammon, you'll recall a few years ago, she raised some eyebrows when she was on ESPN during the playoffs talking about Jalen Brunson. She said, quote, if your best player is small, you are not winning. Well, now, flash forward to May 2026, Jalen Brunson is the quarterback of the hottest thing since sliced bread.
Yeah, but wait a minute. And the thing that kills me is now it's about Jalen Brunson, but you said it. When did the team turn around when Mike Brown made a change to where everything was facilitated through
Cat?
Okay,
Big
go ahead.
facts.
I'm just saying that, like you can't have it both ways. Like when they made that change, he played hero ball in those games in Atlanta and they lost, and then he made the change. So is it the change or is it Jalen Brunson?
I think he's playing. They're playing better as a whole. He's still the guy. He's the.
But
engine.
I'm just saying, like,
yeah. But they finally found a better offensive way to get everybody involved.
So, of course, with the Knicks headed to the NBA Finals, Becky Hammon was asked about her infamous comments this week. Here's her response.
You're taking a little bit of grief from what you said about Jalen Brunson.
You are. I'm not big.
I never said, hey.
Exactly. That's why I'm saying.
No, I mean, I speak from experience, and I never, Allen Iverson got MVP, and he lost in the finals, and I think the two best teams are probably in the West. But I'm up for being proven wrong. And that's the other thing is I think Jalen Brunson's a hell of a player, hell of a player. I'm speaking historically on the NBA with what I said. I don't know why that's being brought, like why everybody's so stuck on that. I said it 2 years ago. I stand by it.
I'm letting you clear the air.
There's no air to be cleared. I said what I said. He proves me wrong. He proves me wrong. I mean, good for him. But I do think the two best teams are in the West.
We know who you like, right?
Oh, well, you know who I'm cheering for.
Hey, I'm with Becky. Becky, I'm with you. I stand with Becky. She's talking about historical. She is. We've talked about it before. She's not breaking any news. And when the Knicks lose with Jalen Brunson, is anybody going to go back to her and go, hey, Becky, you were right? How many people going to go back to Becky and say she was right? No. So I'm glad that she didn't back down. She's not like some of the callers with Kelvin. You know what I'm saying?
Let me calling you back. Rob. Okay, you right, Rob. I'm sorry I called.
I don't have any issue with Becky. She's talking about historically. She's backed it up. Allen Iverson was an MVP. Mm-hmm. Allen Iverson did come to Los Angeles, Rob G, and win game 1 of the NBA Finals, right?
Stepped over Ty Lue.
And then what happened?
That was it.
That was it. That's all I'm saying. And it doesn't mean are the Knicks for sure going to win the NBA championship, and then you can put that to rest. And she said it. If he proves me wrong, I'll gladly acknowledge that he was right. He was right and I was wrong.
You know what I love about her? That she stood on business. She was on some Rob Parker. I call her Becky Parker right now. She was on her brand muffin bag. She was consistent with it. No, listen, she's right. And I want her to be so wrong, just as a, not the tallest person in the world. Formerly 4'11" in high school. I told you that. Thank God I grew some.
I can't believe you were 4'11".
I know. I can't believe it. Told
You had to be bullied, right? Did they bully
No.
you?
What? Come on now. See, now you took it too far.
Why?
Come on, man.
I would have bullied you if you were 4'11" in high school.
First of all.
I was 6'1".
First of all, your boy had hands.
Okay.
Second of all, your boy's charming. Are you kidding me? What they were bullying? You know what I'm saying? Third of all, I was cool with the ladies and the teachers and everybody was cool. I was cool. I was like,
the girls thought you were like cute, right?
Well, the juniors and seniors, they just put me on their hip like a little baby. They said, now, when you go through puberty, come here. You so cute when you get older. I was like, so, yeah, juniors and seniors a little rough.
I can't imagine. I was never 4'11", I don't think.
Well, I think you were for a minute. I don't think you came out the womb 6'4", okay? But, yeah, I kept growing. So, my point is, I wanted to be wrong. But history has proven we only really have, Rob, 2 examples. Zeke, which, as you know, you obviously spent all those years in Detroit. Isaiah Thomas, Zeke. And then Steph Curry, more recently. That's really it. We have guys who were good. We have guys who gotten close. We have guys who were dominant. But those are the only 2. We got Steve Nash, back-to-back MVP. But he never got to the finals. We got Chris Paul.
There were a lot,
arguably the best player at point guard for a decade. He got to the finals when he was like third or fourth fiddle with the Suns, but I mean he never got there when he was with the good teams, when he was with the Rockets, when he was with the Clippers, never able to do it. Allen Iverson, as she mentioned, he got there. He was that guy for years. We know that. Never could quite pull it off. So I want her to be wrong, but unfortunately history has proven that she's right.
Know this song, Kelvin?
Don't disrespect me like that. It's closing time.
Yeah, there you go, brother.
It is closing time.
Yeah.
And I will say it's time for last call, but somebody, I didn't get it. You know Rob G don't like taking calls anyway.
He's not for the people.
He's not for the people.
Look at him back there shaking his head.
Soccer, put the camera on him. When y'all try to get through, this is the reason why you don't get that guy right there. Put Rob G on the camera, Soccer.
Swinging his feet in here.
Swinging his feet. Sick of y'all. That came to work. Don't want to work. I ain't coming to work.
If the phone wasn't plugged in, I show you all the X's on it. It says unlocked.
Yeah, well, look, I'm just to take a screenshot and send it to Soccer. So shout out to all y'all who called and wanted to get in, but you couldn't get in. Blame Rob G on that.
Oh, man.
It is the odd couple. Kelvin Washington, Kerry Rhodes, and I got to say, man, we say it all the time, this is a great show in the sense that there's so many great different ways of coming at the NBA Finals, the different angles to it. There's so many more.
That's so many
that
more,
me
man.
and you talked about off there that we'll get to because you're in tomorrow. Rob G and I have had conversations about a handful of them that we'll get to. Shout out to all the callers and folks on YouTube as well, the Odd Mob. Appreciate that as well. By the way, if you missed any of today's show, be sure to catch the podcast. Just search The Odd Couple wherever you get your podcast. And, of course, you're going to get a best-of version and a full version as well. Please rate it 5 stars, like it, share it, comment, all that good stuff. And shout out to everybody also on YouTube who has subscribed too, man. I'm just going to look. Where are we at? 27.2 thousand subscribers.
Nice.
Not Fox Sports Radio.
No.
The Odd Couple.
The Odd Couple, yeah.
That means a lot to us, by the way. Oh, shoot. Let me see.
What happened?
I'm just seeing some wild stuff. Let me see what yeah. All right, they're arguing about Cade right now in the YouTube. Cade coming in. They talking about the best guards in the East.
Oh, what'd they say?
So they said, homie forgot Cade disappeared in the second round. You bugging?
Uh-huh.
So somebody must have said Cade is that guy.
You said that. I asked you. I said out of those Cade and Tyrese.
Absolutely.
And
listen, if you ask me to take right now, I'm still going to take Cade just because he's bigger. He's stronger, and he also has that clutch gene. Now, again, I absolutely he didn't show up Game 7 at the home, without a doubt.
Mm-hmm.
But if you also gave me, like if you took Cade and I got Jalen, clearly I'm all right with that.
Yeah.
There's some other guards who, specifically in the East, who left to be determined.
Mm-hmm.
What does Donovan mean? Is there a growth? Is there something better? Is there a way to elevate your team? Tyrese Halliburton. Now, he's been dealing with shingles.
Yeah, that's
he's gained weight because he can't work out, and so he's been going through it physically.
What about Trae Young coming back this year?
No. Let's move on quickly.
Yep.
Nope.
Yeah.
Trae Young is fun to watch when he's at his best. He's a league pass kind of a view.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think he builds his team up yet. Jalen Johnson, what are we counting him as? Kind of a 2-3, 3-4, kind of a wingy.
When CJ came back, he kind of moved to like a 3.
3, yeah. He is fun to watch. Mm-hmm. He's not your typical guard, so I won't put him. But I'm just saying, thinking of guys in the East right now.
Yeah. Who else is out there?
The real question too, by the way.
What's up? What? You got some. You've been very pensive right now.
What guards are better than? I mean, Steph career. We know that.
Yeah.
Is Steph Jalen now? And Edwards.
It's not a point. So are we just like?
No, I'm saying guards.
Oh, just guards in general.
Not points.
Okay,
guards.
just a guard. I mean,
Luka,
Shai's still better, right?
Shai's still better
in theory, right?
Is he?
I said in theory. You heard me? I know.
Ain't no theory. I'm asking. I'm Rob Parker you right now. Yes
I'm
or no,
asking you.
I'm asking you. Yes or no? It's a simple question.
Oh, hey, look at that.
Well, you had PTSD.
I saw him. I look back like, is that Rob? I'm gonna. Yes, Shai's still better than Jalen right now. Yeah,
he is.
Yeah,
Rob G.
Yes, Shai is better.
Make sure we all not prison the moment. Now, I don't think the gap is as huge as maybe some people, because at the end of the day, it's who can get it done, and I think that's much closer than if you're just saying who, like talent, like a size, ability.
Right, and they both got it done.
They both can get it done. And SGA, Clutch Player of the Year this year, he can get it done as well. So and he had a great Game 7 too. He just needs some help.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of getting it done,
or not.
One of the reasons why the Knicks may have gotten it done is because they did not get it done in other departments. James Dolan, they released a video of him before the playoffs started. Gave a impassioned 3.5-minute speech about what this team needs to do over the next 10 weeks. Lock in. Let's win this Larry O'Brien trophy. Here's a snippet of one thing he told his players.
Keeping it close to the vest.
Take a listen.
I had this idea that maybe you should give up sex for the next 10 weeks. You don't have to give up sex for the next 10 weeks. But like Spartans, you know what Spartans are? Right? They denied themselves, right, so that they could have an edge.
This is for Sparta.
Something tells me, you know what's funny? We're laughing and all that. Something tells me you've denied yourself. Not to be all in you, but like I think you seem like the type who would subscribe to that. You do. You seem like
I did.
That's what I said. You seem like the type
during the season, especially when I was younger. I would not do anything before, lead ups to games and stuff like that for sure.
Rob, that man said a game. I'm talking about 10 weeks.
No. I'm just saying, like, even as I was younger,
one
like
game,
I was aware of that. Aware of that, though.
No, I mean boxers do it.
Yeah.
Not a game?
Man, it's talking about practice.
Do I believe? Not the game that I love.
Practice.
Well, real quick, of the 15 guys in the roster, how many of them actually did it?
2.
I would say
2.
How many rotation players?
I'll tell you. I'll tell you who I think did it.
Okay, who?
Like I'll tell you.
OG.
I would say
OG's like, no, I'm locked in.
Cat for sure.
I would say Bridges. I would say Bridges would be one of the guys that wouldn't.
No, he's an Iron Man, bro.
Huh?
Yeah. He's an Iron Man.
Exactly. He's never hurt. He's always playing the game.
AC Green?
Yes, I got like that vibe from Mikal Bridges. I would say Mikal Bridges probably abstained. I would say Landry Shamet abstained.
No, that's why he started off so good. And then he caved in, and then he fell off there.
He didn't call her back.
Oh, that's what it was.
Josh, listen,
he gave in. The Merritt guys. What do you think? You think the Merritt guys know?
No, they didn't. It's tough, though, because as much as we joke, I can see them coming home just being out of it. You know what I mean? 48 minutes. Yes. I can see them being like, whoa, I'm tired. But no, they was getting after it.
I'll tell you who didn't stick to it. Alvarado didn't stick to it.
No, Alvarado didn't.
The Jason Smith Show with Mike Harmon is coming up next.
I never miss your radio show. I never hear it, so I never miss it.
Did you hear that?